thoughts of you were sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know, is it heartfelt to maybe just a little? Cause you don't really see me like you used to, but you hold on to me cause all you do is settle. I've heard you've been here before. But I don't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. But I don't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. If I stay still, the thoughts of you will sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to.
Check it out. I think we're live.
Hello.
We were gone for weeks and weeks.
That was my South Shields accent.
But
Hello.
I'm very excited. I moved around some poster things and things that we've done and traveled, like this in the background. If you see it, the punk rock museum stuff. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But also, I did not know that I did this until I turned on the camera. So it's like perfectly in the frame when there's two of us. It says Sacramento, California.
Sacramento.
That's so cool. I didn't mean to do that. I just hung it up there hoping you'd see it.
And you know what today is?
Sacramento, California.
Earlier text me, so I know what today is.
It's Pie Day.
It's Pie Day. I didn't think about it. But
What?
she messaged me a happy Pi Day.
I do, because I always think about Mario Day,
What's that?
the 10th,
Why?
because it's Mario Day.
Nope. March 10th. God.
MAR.
How come you didn't send me any happy Mario Day stuff?
Because it should have been on your feed. If it's not on your algorithm, then that's your fault. It's your fault.
I don't do a lot of socials.
Your fault.
Sorry.
Your fault.
I don't even really have TikTok. I only have when
Your
people
fault.
send me links. Why do you sound like Mario?
I can't. It's a me.
That's not what he says.
No, it's a. What does he say?
I don't know. It's something Japanese.
But what does it see? What does it say?
I don't know. If Becca's
we looked it up. Remember?
She'll tell us.
No, it was like it's not. It's me.
It's Sumi.
It's me.
Something like that.
Oh, I can't remember what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
Japanese.
think it just means it's me. I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't remember, but it's not. It's a me.
It says plumber.
Mario.
Italiano. It means, it goes, adios mio.
Awful. There was something. One of the things I actually did see on social media is the lady that I listened to on Shaggy Married Annoyed. She was like, "How lazy was Nintendo when they came up with the bad guys for Mario, Wario, and Waluigi? She's like, they couldn't try any harder." I was like, "But you remember them?"
Not only that, but like, think about it. It probably sounds cooler in
Japanese. It probably does.
But they're like, these dumb Americans, which no, just like, because we also found out that 1800s is when Nintendo became a company,
friggin' forever
right
ago.
And it was a company that was making games for Western civilization. So they probably dumbed them down. That's why, we get a D6. They probably had a D20 back then, but like, whoa!
Let's not confuse.
We haven't
them.
made one of those since the Mayans.
So let's start this as we shall.
But just the story of Pac-Man too, right?
No, but you'll tell us.
Sanchiva.
Salud.
Yeah, Pac-Man is shaped like a puck.
Okay.
I guess, or something like that. No, his name was Puckman. But they were like, Americans are so dumb, they're going to call him the F word.
It's true.
So we'll call him Pac-Man.
That's hilarious.
It was a marketing thing. So you got to think, as like, Japanese have been marketing stuff for the Western idiots for a long time.
They're geniuses over there.
They still are. They're still geniuses.
So Scooter went to the store before this, and he got me
I got
3
her all the
goodies
treats.
because I am tired.
All the treats.
So I got a 5-hour energy, and I don't do caffeine. I don't do vitamin B12s that often.
But
I just live in exhaustion. So I did a 5-hour energy, and then he got me my truffle ball because these are delicious.
Got that yesterday when I went to Sprouts.
And then these bad boys, they're Loker, classic hazelnut.
Yep.
It's like a better tasting Kit Kat that has and it's from not here. Where's this from?
Hazelnut Town.
Austria. Oh, these are. Is it Austria? Yeah, something Austria. These are so good. I can't say it. Okay, fine.
No, but if it says Austria, it says Austria.
Well, because then it also says South Tyrol, Italy.
Oh.
So I don't know which one. Either way, it's not from here. They're so good. So good. I don't share them. And I eat a whole pack by myself.
Yeah, for sure.
As soon as I open it. So I can't open it yet.
Why have at it?
Well, because I also stopped by 3 bakeries on the way home.
Have at it.
The Bay. And I got cupcakes, which are mid, so I'm not going to say where they're from.
Oh.
And then I got, I accidentally went to an Asian bakery. Online it didn't say, but when I went in, it was a lot of English / another
Japanese,
an Asian language. I couldn't tell.
You said it was Japanese.
I felt like it was Japanese because it was Japanese cheesecake.
But what's so funny is you were in Southern California.
Yes.
For some reason, this is what, at least from what I understand, there's not a lot of prevalent Japanese people. Just saying. I don't know why in California they populate more in the Northwest.
Because it's cooler there. And it's
Yeah,
friggin' hot
It
here.
is cooler there.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Cooler than California.
Anyway, so I went in, and the coolest part, which I think about this of any ethnic restaurant, bakery, store, whatever I go into, I like to see not me and sorry, not white people as the predominant people in the store. So I go in and everyone's Asian. Like everyone's shopping. Everyone understood the instructions except for me. Because I was like, where's everybody getting these trays from? Because it said grab a tray and put your stuff on it. And I was like, where do I get a tray?
The cafeteria.
It wasn't. It was like the cutest little bakery place. So I got a bunch of things that I don't know what they are. There was one I was going to get you, but it was like a walnut bread, but in between the layers, it looked like nacho cheese. And I was confused. And I was like, I'm not going to get that because I don't quite understand what it was.
I like nuts. I like cheese.
But I don't know.
Do you know what the best kind of nuts I like? Cheese nuts.
Okay. For you, Em.
That was just for Emily. Right
I was so
there.
confused, so I didn't get it. But I did get some other like random things. I'm very excited to try them. I didn't try anything from them on the way home. Then I went to this other Argentinian place, and that's where I got the quiche. But they also made this little fruit tart thing, which I don't think you're supposed to eat while you're driving, but I did. It was little. It was
Are
only
these
like
guys all of our sponsors?
this big. Yeah, it is one of our sponsors. I didn't say the name of anybody.
Oh, I was just saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see where you're going.
Keep going.
Okay, I am. It was really good. It had like fruit and then cream and then like a little tart pastry. It was quite delicious. I didn't save that for you guys.
Well, of course not, because it's not here.
Yeah, I ate it I was hungry.
Are you still hungry?
No, I had fish and cauliflower when I got here. Cauliflower. It's my
She's
favorite veggie.
obsessed. Did you know
So
that's
good.
Asian also?
No.
I was looking that up. I don't know why I was looking up cauliflower, but is it Eastern Asia?
You told me this, I think.
Did I?
Yeah, because you said, why are you so obsessed with cauliflower? And then you gave me some facts
And
about
then
it.
all of a sudden you're going to all these Asian markets as soon as you start eating cauliflower.
Crazy.
Whoa.
Love cauliflower, though. So good.
Watch those drones
So good.
because of the drones.
All right, you want to sponsor now and I'll stop talking.
Ah,
This is what energy does to me.
yeah, it's like totally derails my life. I shouldn't have bought it.
Get ready.
All right, so sponsors of the evening.
All right.
Alever Consulting. Go to aleverconsulting.com for a complimentary introductory consultation. Just mention that Sarah and Scooter said, come on over, and you'll get a complimentary introductory consultation.
Ooh. Our other sponsor is Yaya's Embroidery.
Yeah.
Find her on the gram
The gram,
or on the line, whichever.
the line.
And she does all the things and the embroideries and
What things? All the things?
All the things. Shirts and hats and beanies, not a hat, and sweaters, all the things. And embroideries. And what's the thingy where you just put the thing on the top? Like this? What's this called? Printing.
Boobs.
Yes, but like this portion.
Oh, screen printing?
Screen printing. If you
I
mention,
don't know if that's what it's called.
me either. I think that's right.
Correct us if we're wrong, because I'm wrong a lot.
So if you mention Sarah and Scooter, 10%. Yep, that's right. Off your order.
10% off your whole order. Please order some more stuff.
Yeah.
Keep small businesses alive.
Yes. Now is the time.
Now is the time.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
I talked to a nonprofit today and they're like, we are screwed.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot
Support
going
the little
on.
guys.
So local business, if it's local, support them because sometimes they have to get stuff from other places.
Yeah.
Yes.
Support your nonprofits too, man.
So
They're struggling out there.
they really are. So,
Yeah.
especially the small to mid ones.
Yeah.
The ones that are already established, I think March
They're
of
gonna be
Dimes is
fine.
going to be fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be fine. The Arms of an Angel. That's
Jude.
yeah.
No, that's the animal
The
guys.
dog one.
Yeah.
Where they show deformed puppies instead
Yeah.
of petting them. I was like, I see that you're taking a slow zoom on this cold, freezing dog that's missing an eye. Can you just pet him?
Right.
Like, why are we taking a film of this? Just pet him.
Oh my gosh. I
Can you
told
just
you
pet
about
'em?
this. But so there's an account that I follow and I want to say it's Pablo and something.
Oh, the big
bulldogs.
English bulldog.
Yes.
English bulldogs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the guy started a foundation for like
Yeah.
getting dogs that have been like abandoned or hurt or whatever.
There was
So-
a guy. Did I ever tell you that there's a gentleman that's him and his wife are older than me.
Mhm.
Never had any kids, but that's what they do in the Bay Area.
Yes, you did tell me
Randy.
this. And you said,
Yeah.
I want to do that one day.
Yeah, I think if I ever,
You said, I need an acre and lots of dogs.
Yeah, if I have at least an acre, I think I would not adopt dogs, but I'd be foster. I would foster animals.
You don't know how to let things
I would
go.
keep most of them, but 2 or 3 I would let go.
So we had this dog that
Take
came
long
in.
videos of him and go, oh, look at he's deformed.
Oh, terrible.
Missing an eye and he's cold.
Stop it.
Arms. Is that the song?
Yeah, but I don't
Is
know
it
what
Arms
tune
of an
you're
Angel
singing.
song?
Just a bad one. Can I
Wasn't it?
finish my story?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've all been your stories, so I had to interject as fast as I could and hard as I could.
Normally it's yours.
Yeah, but I'm interjecting
Okay, well, shush.
because I need my voice
So
heard.
there's a dog who came in named Peaches, and Peaches was like, I think she's also an English bulldog. I couldn't tell. But she was so scared that she wouldn't leave her little kennel.
Yeah.
And so they came in and they sat with her, and like she wouldn't take treats, she wouldn't do
Yep.
anything because she's like, I just don't know. So they would sit with her and she would come by and she would smell them a little bit, and then she'd go back to her little bed. And she'd come back and they're like, okay, we have a treat for you. I'm just gonna hold up my hand. So she would eat the treat and then go back to her bed. And so he would try to pet her, and she's like, oh. And I was like, poor Peaches. And so finally, it's been like this whole week, it's been like a little bit more. She would step foot out of her kennel and then come back in and be like, it's too scary. So she finally like left her kennel. And I'm on the journey with Peaches. So she left her
Journey with the
kennel
Peaches.
and she went for a walk today, all by herself out in the field because they have like a whatever, an enclosure. So she went all by herself without any other dogs, and she like had a really cute time with her life. And she tried the leash, and she was like, I don't really like that, but she did it. She left the kennel, and then she finally went back to her bed. And she's like, that was enough. And I was like, she's so cute.
I had a dog like that. A rescue dog named Minnie. And everything that you were saying, the exact same thing, except for when you went up to her bed, she wouldn't sleep on her bed. She would sleep on top of her toys.
Oh,
Because nobody's touching my
Yeah.
toys. And you'd go up and get closer, and she would nip at you. She wouldn't go like this. She
Yeah.
would nip. But everything else seemed very, very similar to what you were
Aw.
just saying.
yeah,
She loved her. If you could get her in a sweater,
that's
she-
crazy.
yeah. If you could fight her and put her in a sweater, she loved it. She wanted the sweater. So she'd be nice to you as long as you had the sweater in your hand and you put it on her. Once it's on her, she's like, F off.
Yeah,
Get out of my face. These are my toys. And she would sleep on her toys. So for about 5 days, I slept on the floor, like
Aw.
next to her while she slept on her toys. And she would fall asleep and stuff like that. It took a good 2-3 weeks
Yeah.
before she would like warm up to me. But throughout the whole time that we had her, she still didn't like dudes.
Huh.
Only me.
Oh,
Every other guy.
what did a guy do to her?
Every other guy that she came in contact with, she would bite them.
Friggin' a-holes.
And women, she would get up on their lap and let you pet her for a while.
That was enough.
And then she would nip.
Mm.
And then you stop petting her and she would cuddle up and still lay on your lap. But it was like, I'm done.
Yeah. Don't touch
too
me.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with
Aw.
me, I could, after a while, I was like, oh, he's just messing. So we got to play.
Yeah.
And yeah. Amazing.
You can't follow
humans.
this account because there's just too many
Humans.
bulldogs.
I said amazing humans.
I know.
Because dogs are better than humans.
That's
why
fair.
I said that.
But yeah, you can't follow it because you'll be like, there's these two brothers, Robert and Delney. I think that's their names.
Two
And
dogs?
they have sweaters on and they go for
What
walks.
kind of dogs are they?
They're English bulldogs.
Oh, I
And
know.
they're brothers.
I
And
mean,
they're
they're
so
brothers.
cute.
They're brothers.
They're from the same litter. So they're
Yeah.
literal brothers and they got abandoned at the same time, basically. And so they're
That's
just,
great.
they're the cutest things in the entire world. The guy was like, they're not leash trained, so I probably shouldn't let them off the leash. they left.
Probably together too.
Yeah.
It's like, where are we going, Randy?
Oh,
I don't know
gosh.
what his name is. What are their names? Oh, you don't.
I don't know his name.
Frick and Frack.
Oh, I think it's Robert and
Fiddle and
Delmer.
Diddle.
Delmer?
Fiddle and Diddle.
I don't know. They're adorable.
Elmer and
Ugh.
Felmer.
Makes me almost want to get another dog.
No, we can't.
We can't.
Like legally.
No, that too.
Yeah, it's like
Legally,
it's not allowed.
emotionally. can't
Yeah,
do it.
emotionally for sure, but like here we just can't.
Yeah.
And not room wise. We don't have the room. There's no yard.
Yeah. We didn't have a yard before.
Yeah, but that was different.
Makes you take a walk.
It was different because we could have dogs.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I agree.
You know, and both of them had a yard before.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah.
Yeah. I agree. All right. Well, you want to good thing this up?
Yeah, hit it.
Good thing.
One of my favorite sounders. That will never go away.
Unless she wants to
All
do
right.
another one.
Yeah, I mean, she might.
Yeah,
We need a guest. We need a guest star.
I know.
We have the meats.
Yep. Matars.
Matars. You're
Let's
slacking.
do it. All right.
Huh?
What you got? I think are we doing our trips?
Probably. Yeah. Let's just hit our trips because
Okay.
we like. Do you want to start with the V or the P?
The V.
Okay, hit it.
What's P?
PNW.
Oh, okay. I was like, I called it Washington.
Oh.
So we went to Vegas 2 weeks ago, and it was one of those things, maybe you don't know, but so we got an invitation from like Hilton
You
to
don't
do
know. Now you know.
a timeshare presentation. We
Totally
didn't want to
worth it.
do a timeshare presentation because
Totally worth it.
we're not getting a timeshare, but they give you like 4 days, and it's like $200 for the 4 days, and which is a deal if you're going anywhere in Vegas, really, anywhere in general for 4 days. And so you have to commit as like a team to sit during the timeshare presentation, which is like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And as long as you know that it's never worth it, you're fine. You just leave. You just keep saying no.
Until you found out it is worth it.
I still don't think it's worth it. I've been
Okay.
doing a lot of research after that conversation. Still not worth it. It's not. So we went to the timeshare presentation, but also we stayed on a side of the strip that we never normally don't stay in. We
Yeah.
normally stay like really close to like between the airport and like the beginning of the strip.
Yeah, we were
one of those sections.
north of the strip.
Yeah.
Like
Well, technically, we're still the strip. We were by Circus
Yeah.
Circus. If you've ever been to Vegas,
yeah, but that's a whole nother conversation. But for some reason, Sarah's obsessed with Circus Circus, and it's like
the biggest letdown of all times.
It's kind of like if you've walked into an abandoned Walmart and the employees are still there.
I think the Walmart would be better.
That's no.
It was.
I said
rough.
an abandoned
I know.
Walmart where the employees are still there.
Still think that would be better
It
than
was-
what Circus Circus was.
It was something.
It was rough.
We're not bougie either. I was just like sitting there going, like, this is just boring.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's not ghetto. It was just boring.
Yeah.
There was
And-
nothing going on.
Yes, Keith. Hilton Grand Vacation Resort. That is exactly where we stayed.
Yeah.
And so I guess there's like 6 different properties in Vegas.
Yeah.
And we stayed in the resort little
And
area.
the cool thing about the location was it's less than a mile walk to the art district.
Yes. Which we learned that
So-
we love.
We love the art district.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that.
Yes.
But-
So you have to go to the timeshare presentation. You have to spend a couple hours there. But the cool thing is, again, the vicinity was great. Getting an Uber to and from was super easy because you're not like in the congested part of the strip, which was nice. And where we were, again, we walked to a good amount of things that we wanted to do. We actually never walked to the busy part of the strip because
Nah.
it wasn't our
we
thing.
got close.
We've done the
We got
strip.
close to.
We've
We got
done
to the
the
mall.
strip so many times
Yeah.
that we're like, we've seen all those things. Like, let's go find things
This
that we
was
haven't
better.
done.
This was better.
So we did venture to the art district,
Yeah.
and
baby.
which was great. What did we do in the art district? We had dinner.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
Art district.
Yeah,
Food.
we did. Where'd we eat?
What's the other ones? Oh, Container.
Well, that's what I thought. That was outside. Was Container Park was more near Fremont.
But that's right. It's connected. Like it's like this buffer between the art district.
That's true.
You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
like it's a little off the art district path.
Yeah.
Same with Fremont.
Yes.
But Fremont's so close to the art district. It's insane.
So I feel like people get so stuck in the strip and they're like, I don't want to do Vegas because I don't want to do like clubbing and go to the strip. And I'm like, if you just go north, there's a whole
Like
world
a
up
mile.
there. Yeah.
We're talking
whole
Don't
world.
just if you're going north on was it Las Vegas Boulevard,
Yeah, I
whatever
think
it is, you take there's a little left,
Yeah.
and just take that little left. You're in the art district.
The left or right?
Well, when you're going north, it's west.
Okay.
So if you're going north, it's left.
I don't do directions.
No, she doesn't. She just says up, down, and over.
Up, down, left, right.
No, you don't say left or right. You say over there,
Yeah, that's fair.
up, down.
Yeah.
Like
Are you going up or down?
so. Depends on what when she's facing south, up is south for some reason. So that's why first person shooters and video games, they're gonna be
Terrible.
rough because we're gonna play them on this stream.
Keith said our
Um,
district is fun, by the way.
No, art district, come on, dude.
Fantastic.
It is art
It's
district.
a bunch of locals.
And well, it's a bunch of out of the area locals.
Yeah.
They're a little bit out. They don't live there.
Right.
Because we did a little bit of local research. Because we like to talk to our
Bartenders.
beer tenders,
Mainly.
bartenders, our servers. We like to talk to them, and finding out that the art district is probably a victim of gentrification.
Yeah.
Realistically.
That is nice.
Because people that have lived there for a long time, they don't go north of the strip.
No.
Because that's a scary
I
area.
thought it was hood.
Yeah. But we go north of the strip and there's 3 breweries,
Right.
there's expensive restaurants,
Yeah.
there's bougie stuff.
It's like nice.
They're like, I'm the last person we talked to that lived in Vegas their whole life says, I haven't been up north in 7 years because it's just scary.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
We just walk there.
they're like, okay. But I think Sarah feels a little safer with me around. And also I've lived in some places that are just like, hey, let's go on this side of the street. Why? Just get on that side of the street, please. Because
I feel that way. I mean, I travel by myself all the time.
yeah, but well, now you do. But I'm just saying.
Oh, I have a story.
But I was saying, if you didn't see the pile of needles,
Yeah.
Let's walk over there. You didn't see the 7 people sleeping in that thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's go to that section just because we don't want to disturb people.
Can I derail you real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit me.
So I was out today, and so I pull into the parking lot where I need to be, and there's some people. There's like I can't tell if they were together. It was a man and a woman, and they look at me, and they walk up towards the car, and they assume that whoever I am is the person who was picking them up, and they try to get in my car, and I was like,
there was a movie like that.
I don't know, but I've had this happen.
Were they white people?
No,
That's
they were
even
Asian.
Better. Oh, that's good.
I was at
Similar.
a church, and I was like, so I am notorious for always making sure my doors are locked, because I've had one time in West Sac where someone tried to get in my car. She tried to give me a flower and then tried to get in my car, and I was like, F this. So I pulled in my parking spot, and they like look at me, and I'm just like, okay. And then they walk to my back doors and try to open it, and I was like, no. And then try to say something, so I might roll my window down this much, and I was like, yes. And they're like, are you with blah blah blah? And I was like, no. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was like, yeah.
There's a movie like that. What it was with freaking Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill. He
Nope.
gets in an Uber, and the black lady's driving, and he gets in the back, and she's like, "Why are you in my car?" and freaks out. Do you not remember this movie?
No.
He ends up like dating her and marrying her,
Oh geez, no.
and Eddie Murphy is his
The
dad,
father-in-law?
her dad, and it's like the whitest guy of all time. It's an adorable movie.
Yeah.
It obviously sucked. I mean, we'll talk about that later too. Like movies that win awards. Come on, bro. Like, but that was such a great, heartwarming. I don't even remember what it was called. It didn't come out that long ago.
Mm-mm.
Like 5 years ago.
We didn't watch it together.
Yes, we did.
I don't think so.
Yes, we did.
Eddie
Because we
Murphy
love
and Jonah Hill. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill. He gets in the back seat of the car.
Okay.
She freaks out, and he's like, I don't know. It's just I got you. Look like driving.
You people.
She called him racist, and he goes and look at the picture, and he showed the picture to her, and it does look like her. And she goes, okay, that's fair. It was kind of like,
I think you're right. We did watch this together.
yeah, it was adorable.
Yeah.
I thought it was adorable.
It's not as fun as when it happens to you. It's not
No,
that cute.
but it's but it's funny because it does happen.
Yeah.
Right? It's funny because it does happen. And there's a lot of things in that movie that are very tropey when it comes to a black and white, white guy and a black woman, but they're tropey for a reason.
Right.
Because probably 50% of those things that happened in that movie has happened to us.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yes. All right,
very
back to
cool.
Vegas.
we're
The
in Vegas.
art district. Then we found this place called Container Park,
Container Park.
which is very cool if you've never been there. Did you post any videos from Container Park?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not videos, pictures.
So Container Park
The
has
post from today, our story from today, in the background, you'll see the praying mantis.
Yeah. So Container Park has a giant praying mantis that plays music and shoots fire. Shoots
Out of his
flame
little antennas.
from his antennas.
Did I say it right?
Yep.
Antenna?
Antenna.
Antenna?
Mm-hmm.
Like 10 of them? There's only 2.
How you spell antenna?
with
It's not antenna.
with a flame.
So he has flames that shoot out of his little things up here. And it's scary when you're there because it's not like it's a set time. I mean, maybe it is, but we didn't know. It just scared us and everyone else around us.
I don't think it is a set time because I was looking at the thing and it just went off. I was like, okay, I'm looking for the next time. And then it went off.
Yeah.
I was just like, and then we went to the restroom and I was like, I was like, whoa. It was so fun and so cute. We did nothing at that district.
No.
We just looked at it.
Just
We're
walked
like,
around.
whoa, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's leave and take a left.
But it's cute. It has like a little playground for kids. It has like a bunch of shops.
Just eat.
Yeah.
Like we just like, well, we're gonna get to that.
Delicious
We're kind of doing this in reverse, but we just ate one of the best meals we've had in a long time.
Yes.
So we went there and it was like, ugh, I can't even have a beer.
No.
I couldn't have a beer. I couldn't have an ice cream.
full.
I was just sitting there like, I just have to go pee and enjoy the scenery.
Yeah.
So
The container park is very cool. Very close to our district.
it's connected.
Yeah.
If it's not connected, it's a block
Yes.
away.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Yeah. I mean,
And
we
they're not
wandered
like
and found it.
city blocks.
No.
Not like strip blocks in Vegas.
Right.
They're talking real.
Real blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It was super close.
There's apartments
Yes.
across the street.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, that was super fun. Do you want to talk about the food?
well, we could talk about the food, but it was like when we took a left after the container district.
Oh, yeah. We found Fremont Street,
And-
which we have never seen out of all the times we've been to Vegas.
Well, you've been to Vegas way more times than I have.
Yes.
Not way more, but
But that
Quite
was
a
my young
few.
days and we just did strip things.
yeah, they went to the, they went
Clubs
to strip
and-
clubs.
Yeah.
They
No,
strip
but
things. They
I've never been to a strip
you said
club in my
strip
life.
things? Oh, me neither.
It did. Yes, you have. It just doesn't
Once.
sound fun. Like, why am I giving you money?
No. I'd rather go home with somebody naked instead of
I wanna
pay
run.
somebody to be naked and then go home. by
Because if you
myself.
walk around the strip long enough, you'll see people half naked, and that's good enough.
That's good enough.
And that's free. Unless you want a
Go home
picture.
around
Unless you want a picture. What are we talking about?
Fremont.
Fremont Street. Very interesting place. It's
Oh, it's
like
great. I loved it.
the OG Vegas, and it has like this really cool, like covered thing.
Yeah, with a lot of light.
It's like you're in a whole nother world.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
We walked by a rugby bar.
Yeah.
Where everybody's like cheering on the rugby teams.
I was jealous. we
So
were-
much busking going on.
Yeah.
So many performers. I enjoyed the crap.
It was
out of
cool.
it.
I felt we didn't spend enough time there. This
And
was
we
like
didn't-
day 3 and we were leaving the next day.
But we're also, again, we were full.
Yeah.
We were like, do you
Yeah.
want to get something?
No.
I'm good.
Go in here and pee and leave.
Yeah. But it was like super. I love the stimuli that
Yes.
was there.
Yeah.
They had a lot of people that were painted in silver or painted in bronze
And just weren't
then
moving.
doing the still, or people that are doing the still and you had to tip them and then they would do a dance
Yeah.
thing, and then people playing guitars, drums, 2 people in a wheelchair just singing.
Yep.
I was like, okay, that's awesome.
It
And
was
they were
cool.
not bad at all.
No.
There was guitars.
Yeah.
I didn't see a saxophone.
I didn't either.
Must
But
be
you know what's
outdated.
crazy too is we went on a weekend after a major holiday, so there's actually less people there than there were. That's why I
That's
asked somebody.
crazy.
There were less people there than the week
'Cause
before.
it was shoulder to shoulder.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Once you got across the street, it was shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. Still, I mean,
We
thinking,
went to festivals, babe. It's like before.
Festivals were worse.
Well, no, but think about it. Before festivals, you'd be like, "Wow, this is crowded."
no, because
Now-
I'm thinking Vegas when we've been where it's super busy in the summer and it's just like walking down the strip, you're like, this is so many people. Or going to a club in Vegas, like
I think that's because it's hot and sticky. You're like, if you're close to me, I can feel your heat. Get away. Like your stickiness. From 3 feet away, I can feel your stickiness.
Yeah, we are going out of order, but I'm gonna say this anyways.
That's fine.
Is that the same day we went to the museum?
No.
Okay, so then I'm gonna talk about so
But we should probably finish that moment
That's
because
what I'm doing.
why we were so full.
okay, so we went to a restaurant called Carson's Kitchen. Carson
Yeah.
Kitchen.
Oh, I thought it was Carson's. No, it's a Carson. You're right.
Okay,
I wrote
no
Carson
S.
Kitchen.
Carson Kitchen.
Come on, bring it home.
Guys,
Bring it
if
home.
you don't know that I'm a snob about food, I'm a snob about
Snob
food.
about food.
I will put food. I'll take a bite and put food in the trash and be like, I'm not
Hold-
wasting my calories
And
on
here,
this.
can I do a little segment out here?
Sure.
If Josh Saleh is listening, he seems to be posting a lot of stuff about baking bread and dough and doing those kind of things. I'm putting it out there right now. If you watch this ever, bake off between Sarah and Josh. He lives in LA. We can meet him in LA. We'll do a bake off. I feel like every 2 weeks I see him baking stuff and doing it. I was like, come on, dude. Plus he has a dog. I was like, come on, Josh. If you watch this at all, if you watch this episode, it doesn't matter. You love baking.
I do love baking.
So, and it seems like he loves baking.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, we gotta hang out and get baked goods. Sorry.
We're drilling. So we went to Carson Kitchen, and it's kind of like, it's not that big of a restaurant. They have outdoor seating and like balcony seating, but there was an event, so we couldn't take any of those. So we sat at the counter where they make the food.
Yeah.
And so they have like appetizers, they have shareables, and they have entrees, and they have sides, and they have desserts. And they were just, the whole people, everybody there was fantastic. The food, Scooter's obsessed with the deviled eggs. You want to talk about it?
Come on, dude. Like, I don't have to be upset. I mean, I've already been on a hard-boiled egg kick lately because I feel like it's a great snack. I've done the research. It's good for me. It keeps me full. I don't get tired,
Yeah.
No sodium.
Right.
Because I don't put anything on it. It's literally peel the egg, eat it.
Yeah.
I don't mess with anything else. I might put some hummus on it every once in a while. Once in a while. But come on, bro. Like we got to first we sit up at the bar, right? Or
the
counter.
Yeah.
Which is like the guy who's like, what would you call him? A sous chef? Whatever. Yeah. Like
he was on the app station.
Yeah, he preps all of the apps.
And desserts.
From salads to bread puddings to deviled eggs. Like this was the dude.
Yeah.
He did the pizzas too.
Yes.
So he did all those things. So we got to watch him make the deviled eggs. Now, he didn't make the sauce. I don't know who made the
He might have.
What's it called?
Don't know.
We don't know if he did.
The
filling, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So a little dollop of it goes underneath each half of an egg. Blup. And then another dollop inside of that, right? Here's where the magic happens. Like small little cubes of, what is it?
Pork belly.
Yeah. Small little tiny little diced cubes.
Exactly 3.
Was it only 3?
Yeah.
Oh, but they were just so perfect. And then some sort of green like cilantro or something on top of that. Yeah. And then just enough. Like we're talking like a
dollop.
Half a teaspoon, maybe?
Yeah, that's fair.
Half a teaspoon of caviar. Which is the perfect amount of caviar. If you ever had caviar, too much caviar is kind of gross.
Yeah.
Not enough caviar is like, was that
What's
salt?
The point? Yeah.
What was that? But it was the perfect amount on top of that. So, oh my gosh. I've never had a deviled egg more scrumptious.
It was very good.
And we weren't even really hungry. We'd already eaten a few hours before.
Yeah.
We were hanging out. It wasn't like, those moments like anything you put in your mouth is just going to be good because you haven't eaten in 4 hours.
Right.
And you've been on the strip for ever.
Even then, I'm not picky even then if I'm starving.
She's not.
I don't care.
Delicious. And the dude that made them was a robot.
He was. It was very meticulous.
He took no crap from the management. Like the management would ask him a question. He goes, I don't know. And then would walk away. I was like, I like this guy. Because they literally, I feel like he asked him something out of his lane. He's like, I don't know. Like, why? It was kind of like, I don't know why you're asking me this.
Yeah.
You're deflecting.
Yeah.
And he didn't say that, but he was like, and then walked away and started making more pizzas and making more deviled eggs. And
the deviled eggs were amazing. The pork belly.
That was the first thing we had.
Then we had pork belly.
Pork belly
with like
this is
like
an
a fire sauce. Don't know what it was, but it was
appetizer.
Appetizer. We had the pork belly, and then we got our entrees. And so we each got. I think you had a steak, New York steak,
meat,
and then I also had meat, some type of beefy thing.
And
then we had a side of cauliflower. And here's where they got me, guys, because I love cauliflower. They had Romanesco. Nobody has Romanesco cauliflower. If you know what it is, it's delicious. It's like a spicy cauliflower, and it's amazing.
It's cauliflower that has some taste.
Oh, so good.
Like, it's like if you caught. I feel like it's not legal.
Why? It's delicious.
I feel like broccoli and cauliflower humping in the back seat,
What?
and somebody's dad caught them, and you get, what's it called?
Romanesco.
Romanesco.
Ridiculous. Then for dessert,
Telling you,
they had donut bread pudding. You guys,
it was called donut bread.
it was donut bread
Oh, I
pudding,
didn't know that.
and they made their own caramel sauce, and they made their own creme anglaise.
Oh,
Ooh, even Scooter had some, and he doesn't even do dessert.
I don't do
I
dessert
was
like that
so
'cause
full and mad because I'm like, I can't finish
We
this. I
couldn't
should
finish
have
it.
skipped
Yeah.
the meat. I should have skipped the protein because I just want to eat the dessert.
because they sometimes when people make caramel sauce,
Yes,
they don't make it dark enough.
correct. Or they make it like too thick, and it's not like
yeah, it's
enjoyable.
Like, I don't want. Yeah,
It's
I
like
don't want.
stuck on
I
your
don't want
teeth.
honey.
Yeah,
A coagulated honey.
yeah.
It was dark. It was.
So
when
good.
caramel has almost like not even close, but almost a little tinge of maple syrup.
Yeah.
Has just a little bit of that. Ooh,
It was
that's not sweet. That's a little dark and a little
Telling
meaty
you.
kind of taste.
Yeah.
It was that good. I had like 3 bites.
yeah, that's a lot for him. I was like, I want all of this, but
I had 3.
and then we found out that we were there for a long time because they're like, I'm so sorry. We should have told you before you got here. There's a 2-hour limit, and you guys have been here for like 2.5 hours. And we're like,
but
whoopsie.
we're looking like we're gonna order more stuff. But
Right.
our
They were
server
so
was
nice.
so kind.
They moved us to the bar. It was
She
fine.
was so sweet. They had a spot ready for
Yeah.
us at the bar.
Yeah.
With the bartender
Yes.
just waiting for us.
Yeah.
Like
They were so kind.
right
and
around
nice.
the corner. And the bartenders in the next section,
Awesome.
so awesome
Yep.
too. Like the dude was a hip hop.
Yeah.
He knew all about
It's
hip hop.
crazy.
He's seen Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's an interesting
oh.
conversation.
Yeah. So we talked about Wu-Tang for probably 20 minutes. And yeah, it was just something.
Yes.
That was an experience.
So Keith said, wow, that place looks so good. Nonstop comfort food. Keith, if you go to Vegas, and he said, okay, sold, you have to go to this restaurant. I'm telling you guys right now, I would not let you down when it comes to restaurant recommendations.
Well, not only that, like if anybody that's listening or is watching this, if you do go, tell us. Maybe we'll meet you there.
We have to go back. So that's part of the story. Okay. So then after we ate and we did the container park and we did the art district, we walked around a little bit. We had to, after the Fremont Street, we had to find a ride back to our hotel because we didn't feel like walking, honestly. And we were,
Well, this is the last day, huh?
we had
Last night.
wandered a little far. So we got an Uber. And
Yeah,
I
we
was-
ended up at a gas station.
Yeah. I was like, just go to the gas station.
Well, a bunch of like band kids.
Yes.
Band
was
kids
odd.
were unloading their bus.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where are they even going?
I know.
Like high school band kids, it
Yeah.
felt like.
They were all like dressed in their like formal
I
outfit.
mean, it wasn't late.
No.
But it was just like confusing.
It was very confusing.
Yeah.
So then we get to the gas station and our Uber driver, the same question we ask all Uber drivers. They say, hey, how's it going? We say, good, how are you? He says, let me tell you guys some stuff about what's going on with me.
So I feel like we could have charged him $175 for therapy.
It was cute.
We therapied the crap out of this guy.
He wanted to talk about his dating and stuff that's going on with him, and he wanted to get our opinion. So we did.
The couple comments that I heard that when he turned around and he said to me, one was, I thought you were the guitarist for such and such band.
Yeah.
And then he goes, wait, you're white, right? Like those 2 comments was like, I love that that's what the perception of me is. It's like, wait, you're white, right? And he goes, you look like a guitarist from, you could say anybody. You could say any musician band in the world. I'd be like, sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
So that
But
was
yeah.
the journey. And it was
he
very
said
fun.
your guys' riffing is so good. You
Yeah.
guys are laughing at each other. It was like, you guys aren't like super drunk. You're just
Right?
making jokes.
We
And I was
weren't.
like, no,
Yeah, no, we
we
weren't.
had like 2 drinks, I think,
No.
that day. 7,
Yeah.
10.
I mean, at that point, we had like 6.
Yeah, we've been going since like 3.
Right.
So
Oh,
we
man.
drink
Okay.
water.
I did.
Me too.
Did you?
Yeah, there's water in beer. We've established this.
We've established it doesn't count.
Says who?
Everybody.
No.
Everyone.
Since what's his name? RF.
Oh,
What's his name?
jeez, don't. Don't do it. Don't
He's
do
gonna
it.
say it counts.
Don't do it.
You know he's gonna say it counts.
The other cool thing we did in Vegas was the Punk Rock Museum. It was a random thing that we found. They've been around for like 2 years.
Punk rock is right.
It was again,
So excited.
very cool museum.
One of my favorite
They
things.
have a bar inside the museum, so you can go to the bar first and you can get a drink. Oh, our cups are out there. You can get a cup and
I'll
then
get 'em.
okay. So you get a cup at the bar, and then if you fill it up to whatever, like they have a special, then they take then the cup's basically included. And so you get to take your drink with you around the whole museum, and it's all punk rock, and it's from all the different genres, the different like years. There's like, I can't think of what it is. He'll come back and tell me. But there's like a whole garage band set up. Whose garage band was that?
Pennywise.
So their whole garage band is set up in there, and sometimes they come back and actually play in it.
Some
which is
41
crazy.
went back with because some 41's not even really a band anymore. They kind of disband and stuff, but they're still all friends. So they swung through there like 2 months ago and played in the little studio. But yeah, it's supposed to be mirrored after Pennywise's actual studio, which is pretty similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this punk rock right here.
Yeah.
So if you've ever been to Vegas, I mean, $20 will get you a drink.
Yes.
True.
But it's mostly sugar.
This was 20. This was 20?
Yeah.
$20.
I think it was 25.
No, it was 20.
Okay.
I think the other one was 15.
You're correct.
The smaller one was 15.
Yeah.
This was 20. So $20, you got this cup. You got this cup, the drink inside of it, which had it had the little singles that you get at the liquor store.
Yeah.
So it was like a shot
Or like
and a
a
half
plain,
or whatever.
yeah.
You pour it into there. Plus, you got a side
Another
full
one.
shot with it
A side
for
shot.
$20.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It was
this
ideal.
is insane. Like, that's the cheapest bar we've ever been to in
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Sometimes in Sacramento.
Yeah. It
So-
was awesome.
And plus, the server that she was like, gotta been what, 4'10".
She was tiny.
But she was super awesome, super fun. The people up front were super
Yeah.
fun. It just was an experience. We got to see uniforms from the Aquabats. We got to see posters from Warped Tour 2008.
Yep.
We got to see, there was just
It was a
the
cool
Ramones.
museum.
They had a lot of Ramones stuff
Yeah.
there. They had Blink-182 stuff there.
They
had
have
the Clash
playlists
stuff.
put together so you can just scan it and then
Yeah.
you get the playlist from like different eras. It's very
Yeah,
cool.
it was. I did post some of it on our socials, so you can see some of it.
It was a cool place.
But it was. I don't want to hype it up too much because it is a
It's
museum
cool if you like punk rock things
or just rock or
history.
music.
Yeah.
But it is a museum, so you're not in there like,
Yeah.
riding roller coaster rides.
No.
But on the weekends, they do have random people just show up and play a live set.
Yeah.
So
We went, I think, on a Thursday.
yeah. So there wasn't a live set there.
No.
Oh, they have a tattoo.
They have a
booth?
tattoo shop
Yeah.
upstairs.
So there's a tattoo artist. And when the tattoo artist's there, you can get a tattoo
Yep.
while you're there. I'm like,
It was a cool place. I mean, it was a cool
limo
random
out.
thing.
There was a limo out
Yep.
front that had been in accidents.
Yeah.
Super punk rock.
So, and then where do we leave from? Because we decided to walk there, and I
geez.
got directions on my GPS, and instead of putting walk directions, I put drive directions. So we're walking, and I was like, "There's no sidewalk." So we walked along like the side of this building. We had to like climb up things.
but I was like, well, there's no sidewalk, but there's a ledge.
A ledge on this
A
building.
ledge on this abandoned building for the windows. I was like, I guess we go up there. She goes, what? And I was like, dude,
Where else are we going?
We gotta go up there.
We had to run across the street because there's no
So-
crosswalk.
Going to the punk rock museum was punk rock.
It was.
Like we walked through this small little concrete thing by the overpass.
Yep.
And saw a homeless guy there,
Yep.
and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "What's
It was
up?"
chill.
Watch, we found an art thing, like
Art
metal art
installation,
thing,
yeah.
and there was needles on the ground.
Yeah.
And there was also playing cards.
Yeah.
There was playing cards and
It's
needles
a good time.
and metal art and drug addicts.
It's a cool adventure.
So if that's not the best journey to a punk rock museum, that's
Yeah.
punk rock.
Yeah.
I was like, I enjoyed it. Like the
It
whole
was
walk
fun.
there, I was like,
Yeah.
she kept walking ahead of me because I was like, this is awesome.
I was like, where are
I'm
you?
looking around like, this is cool, taking pictures of crazy whatever.
Yeah.
So you might see some on the socials. The card on the ground was next to a broken plastic spoon, and there's other things, but I didn't put them in the picture.
That's fair.
So.
And my favorite thing in Vegas, my last thing, is the Sphere. He's so cute, guys. I don't know if you've seen the Sphere when he wakes up in the morning and his big old eyes open and they look at you and there's a twinkle in them.
What's my favorite is he does wake up, but it's like 4 p.m.
Yeah, he does wake up at 4 p.m. He's like, "Ooh," and he yawns. And
Sounds like me. He looks like me.
So cute.
Round.
Every day I'd open the window and I'm like, he's awake. He's so cute. I took videos of him.
She did. She totally
I'm
did.
assuming it's a him. I don't actually know, but he's a him.
Well, he looks big, round, and
Doughy.
yeah. So looks like your husband.
It's so cute. Anyways, what else you got from Vegas? Is that it? Is
What?
that all you got from Vegas? Those are my notes.
Yeah, we have a whole nother subject.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, but at this point, it's just our vacations. PNW.
Yeah, Pacific Northwest.
Just got back from the last week.
Yeah, that was our
Monday.
Yeah. So we came back from Vegas. We spent a few days at home, and then we went to the Northwest.
Yes.
Because we have to. So number one on the list. I'm not going to even prolong it anymore. Baby Blake.
Yeah.
Come on, son. Baby Blake. Dude, this human fits in one little arm
She's so little.
like this. Smiles already. She did while we were
At
there.
her mom and her sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the coolest trips we've had, because we didn't do anything silly.
No.
We just hung out.
Yeah.
Love that. It was some of the best moments I will remember for the rest of my life.
They made dinner for us like 3 days in a row.
Yeah. That's so true. The fourth pizza was the best. Turned out like yeah, that's a whole nother story. Like from fun stuff, from doing shots to playing Change My Mind.
Yep.
Another shout out to Josh.
Yep.
Soleil. So we played that.
I Mustache You. We played I Mustache.
We played I Mustache You. Mustache You. Can't even say it right. The food was good. The company was good. Playing with the babies was good.
Yeah.
M is hilarious.
Very funny.
The funniest, so funny, and so quiet about it until she's excited.
Yeah.
Holy, the chicken grease. I don't even know the joke. Fried in grease. Want a piece? Chicken grease.
That's wrong.
I don't know how it goes. Want a piece? It's like, and then she had the audacity to call me weird.
I got silly and funny.
You're silly. Yeah. Very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Beautiful human beings. They did some. They were just themselves the whole time. We got to go to Samira.
We did.
Great coffee, great people there. Got to meet. I mean, in the Pacific Northwest, who needs bikini baristas? Nobody. You got the barista bros.
I also find it hilarious how Ryan talks so much about Scooter. He's like a flippin' celebrity. People like, we got stalked at a store.
Yeah, I went to there's a store in Fred Meyer.
There's a store in
A
Fred
store
Meyer?
in the Pacific Northwest called Fred Meyer. And one of Ryan's friends, because somehow I'm known, took a picture of me in the parking lot. Like I was Adam Sandler or something shopping, and sent it to Ryan. So it was like, yeah, I got to watch my step up there. I was like,
Stand up straight when we're at places.
I was like, ooh. No, so going in there, I was like, everybody was like, oh, so you're the guy that, yeah, that's me. So there's not a lot of places that, Samira, when we go, any place that Ryan works at or whatever like that, or knows people, is like, it was very fun.
Yes.
It was very enticing.
There's a celebrity. And I find it hilarious.
Because I did walk in, and the guy that took a picture of me, the first thing I said to him was, You're an effing stalker. I tried to stay as angry as I could, pretend. It was so funny. He thought it was hilarious.
Funny.
Plus, he plays a Telecaster, so
Yes.
no,
There's
he's
a whole
all right.
nerding out about that. Yeah, P&W was good. It barely rained.
It rained once. That was an experience, but
Yeah, wasn't having it. It's actually my rant. So we won't talk about it until then.
okay. There's things you don't do in the Pacific Northwest on Sunday.
That's my rant too.
I don't know why that's a thing. But,
Yeah.
Yeah,
else
Pacific
you got,
Northwest. So, what is that gonna? Oh, the barbecuing. Oh, the barbecuing and
man.
steaks. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So we went to what was that place?
Gibson's.
Gibson Meats, whatever. We picked up some meat. Ryan cooked it on a barbecue. Oh my god, I just ate meat.
Yeah.
Did we have a side at all?
We did. We had green beans. And then he made potatoes
Oh, it
that
was
we all
asparagus.
snacked on the whole night. Asparagus, not green beans. Asparagus.
So I had asparagus and meat.
Yeah. And then
And
potatoes.
It was I didn't
fries.
have potatoes.
You don't have any potatoes at night?
Nah.
Not even as we were all snacking on them the whole night.
Nah.
Oh my gosh, they were delicious.
Nah.
Yeah.
I had meat and asparagus. Delicious. The conversations were hilarious
Yes.
and a little in depth. I think that's my favorite part is like it's super funny and super light and not always super funny and super light.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about real life and parents and kids and politics and the world and then it can go right to, oh my gosh, that's the most offensive joke I've ever heard in my life, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. I think that's why I really appreciate those human beings so much. I mean, one of them was like baby.
Right.
He was baby. So yeah.
It's a good trip.
Yeah, that was a really good trip. Both of them were really, really good.
Yeah.
We needed both of them in that order.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, it was a good order of trips.
Yeah. All right. Any other good things?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I mean, I was just thinking about those two trips. That's the really good things that we've done.
All right. Let's do this one.
What are we doing?
Rant of the week. Rant of the week.
Rant of the week. We didn't spend an hour on good things. We spent an hour on you talking about baked goods and trip.
What?
During our sponsor segment. That's
whatever.
That's where we got.
I have two rants. Number one, rain. I am not. I will say this for the people in the back. I don't like rain. It makes me. It's like when Scooter has to go into the heat and he turns into like the Grouch. That is me when a raindrop touches my body. We were at Trader Joe's, which is that'll be the second half of the rant.
But you want to go to tropical places, right?
Yeah.
You know, tropical means
different.
You know, tropical means rain.
It's different though, because it's vacation.
You know, but like by definition, it's rain.
It's different because it's different because you don't have to be out in the rain.
We were drinking shots in a hurricane at one time
because we didn't have to be in the rain.
We were literally being
Plus, I was
gushed
too
by
drunk
rain.
to care. There were people who were giving me tequila like it was candy.
No, but like we were being drenched with.
Let me finish my rant.
And you're like, let's have another shot.
But okay, here's why I don't like the rain. Number one, we went to Trader Joe's on a Sunday in Olympia, and apparently that's the worst place on earth to go. It's like going to a Costco, apparently, on a weekend.
It's worse. It was worse.
There was no parking. There was police all in the parking lot, which was odd. It was packed inside the store to the point where you couldn't turn around. There were so many people inside the store. Yeah. Scooter couldn't find ice because they don't sell it.
They don't sell ice at a grocery store.
We don't shop at Trader Joe's, so we didn't know where to find anything.
Nah.
So we split up trying to divide and conquer.
I just stared at a wall.
Scooter's like, I sent Scooter to get sausage. And he's like,
she didn't send me to pick out sausage. She left me in the sausage section.
I said, you get sausage, I'll get the dough.
No, but I was like, it wasn't like I had to go find sausage.
Right.
We found the sausage.
Yes.
You say, get some sausage, I'll go find the dough.
Yes.
I stared at sausage the whole time. She found dough, came back.
I didn't know what to get. I'm like, just pick a sausage.
Because I was like,
There's only two kinds.
But they have when it comes to pork sausage, they had sweet and spicy.
Yes.
And then 37 variations of chicken sausage. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And every time I went up there, I felt like I was taking somebody's spot.
There were
'Cause
so many
everybody
people.
else was standing there doing the same thing as
Yes.
me. Like,
It was just too many people.
so yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't send me to pick out sausage. She
No, he was
left me
there.
to pick out sausage. And by the time she went and got dough and came back, I had not picked out a sausage yet.
So we do our shopping.
That's fact.
When we get into the store, there's no rain. When we get out of the store, there's a friggin' tsunami. And so
Yeah, it was a lot of rain.
we're getting to the car, and we had to park super far because there was no parking. So we get to the car, and we're putting stuff in the trunk. It's raining. I didn't wear the right shoes for it. And Scooter's like, where do I put the cart? And I was like, my switch in my brain flipped, and I was like, in my head, I thought, where would you put the cart if I wasn't here? Put it in the thing. So I said, there's a cart return over there.
No, that's
And
not what you said. You said, I think you have to take it all the way back in.
No, I
That's
didn't.
what you said.
No,
It's like
I
people
said there's one over there.
No,
And
you
you
said-
said where? And I said, by the tree. And then you got
Hold on.
mad that I said, by the tree.
No, hold- you want me to tell the story?
No.
I'll tell it correctly. First statement was, I think you have to take it back inside. And I was like, no. And
Which
so
was fair.
when I'm putting the stuff in the trunk, letting her in, do all that kind of stuff, and I go, do you see a cart return? She goes, yeah, it's over there by the tree.
Over there.
Okay, she says, over there by the tree. Is any of you been to the Pacific Northwest?
No.
Seattle.
There's no trees.
Every 7 feet is a tree. So for her to tell me it's by the tree, I go, there's a lot of trees. And she goes, I don't know, it's over by the tree. And
Done.
got in. I was like, all right.
In
So I
my
just
brain,
took my
I'm thinking,
time.
why are we both getting wet? Why are we both standing in the rain?
No, it wasn't both. It was, why am I getting wet? Because you're returning the car.
Why do we both need to be out here?
No,
that-
that's not what you were thinking.
That
You were
that's
thinking,
not what I'm thinking.
I will tell you what you were thinking. Why do I need to be getting wet while you're returning the cart? This is dumb. Open the car, let me get in, go return the cart.
My thought was
That's
both.
what your thought was.
My thought was both.
You were going to return the cart?
I would have.
There's no way.
I would have returned the cart.
There's no
But
way.
also, I was thinking, if I wasn't here, where would you take this cart? Do that.
I would find another woman that pissed me off and shove it into her face.
So I learned that rain makes me real angry.
Yes, I was just sitting there like, just rain, bro.
Oh, it's
like in my
just-
brain, I was like, I'm wearing shorts and a really light hoodie.
And when rain goes
I'm like,
sideways, it just hits you in your
It
face.
wasn't
and
that. It was not that windy.
Yes, it was. It was enough for rain to hit me.
Because
face.
that's the thing that I do not like is wind. Like I don't mind rain. Rain with wind,
It
hate.
had one,
Heat, I can stand
I
to a point.
but he with
But
wind.
heat with wind, I will get burnt.
I'll sit in 110 all day before it rains and
But
be happy as
You add anything with
clam.
like snow coming down is very pretty, very nice. Put wind in it, it's called a blizzard.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
Do you have any rants? I'll fill your beer.
I have little ones. Not like you. You're gonna fill what? What are you gonna fill?
I'll fill your beer.
Fill my cup.
Yeah.
All right. Mine is I've had this weird, like I feel like my hair's thinning. So I have I gotta figure that one out. That's kind of a little bit of a rant. I was like, somebody was talking about their hairline on something I was watching. I was like, oh, let me take a picture. I was like, hey, why is my hair so thin? But I don't think it's that thin, but I think it is. We'll find out. My biggest thing is there's this strange mentality, I feel like, in our current climate as maybe as a country or the countries that, where we live, that we really like to pick fights. We're picking fights with people like for aggressive reasons. And some of them are I feel like there's a lot of pent up energy and a lot of people that don't feel like their voice has been heard, and then they feel like they want to express that to others and to a person that is an innocent bystander in a sense. So on that thought, my rant is you should probably pay more attention to who you're picking a fight with. Because you don't know where the other person is coming from. You don't know what kind of training they have, what kind of background they have, what kind of maybe mental status that they're in. You may not know what they're capable of. You may not know that they might be on the brink of snapping and you're the one that's going to make them snap. Those kind of things. So my rant is think before you pick a fight. Choose your battles. And I don't mean be complacent. Like, you should have a voice. But if somebody's not, if somebody cuts you off, is it worth it? Because think about it, if it was if you love your mom and your mom cut you off, would you run into their car, slam them off the road, and then go over there and punch them in the face? No. Why?
Because it's your mama.
Okay, but they did the exact same thing that the other person did.
Yeah.
So think about that for a second. If it was John Jones, it was
Who's John?
Conor McGregor, if it was John Wick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's scary.
No, everybody knows John Wick. John Wick. If it was John Wick, would you do that? No. Why?
Because you're not crazy.
Well, because you don't know what that person. You know what that person's capable of.
Right.
But you have no idea who's behind that car.
Right.
You have no idea why they're in a hurry or why they're doing a thing or why they're cutting into it. It's like, so it's treating not with too much grace, because people need to be put in check. Yeah. Right. I was like, because I've done that before and not saying, hey, move or run into them. I was like, in a shopping cart, we were in Costco and there's a couple dudes with a cart blocking the whole doorway to the freezer.
Yeah.
Right. And I honestly said, hey, you guys do know that you're blocking the entrance to the freezer. And then
did you say that nicely?
I said, you're blocking the entrance to the freezer, right? I said it that way.
Sounds right.
You're blocking the entry to the freezer, right?
Yeah.
And then walked on. They moved.
Yeah.
I was like, because some people get caught up in a conversation and they forget where they're at. Yeah. And because how many times do you have somebody that has a conversation in a hallway and you can't get around them?
Yeah. Which
to me, I want to slap them.
Right.
But do I? No.
Yeah. Oh, man. Rant
No.
derailed. I was at a school for an appointment, and this lady was like the finance lady. So she was walking me out of the building, and as we're walking by, we have to walk by all these classrooms, and there's doors open. And you feel awkward for somebody else. She's having a whole conversation with somebody else in front of this classroom with all these kids who are in class. And so they're turning around, looking at her, and I was like, I don't like this. Why? And it's like, she's so loud. It wasn't even like a whisper conversation. No. It was like a full, I was like,
she's in the classroom?
No, we're right outside the door of the classroom.
Close the door.
Doors open. And I'm like, that was my thought for the teacher. I'm like, or anybody, can somebody close this door? You guys are having a whole conversation while these kids are in class. And they're like, what the F you guys doing? Like, this is so, I was like, oh, my introverted self is dying.
Oh, but
I couldn't handle it.
My rant is just think about who you're picking a fight with. Yeah. You have no idea. And if the person you feel like they're less than you or weaker than you, you're the bully now.
That's fair.
You're the bully
fight
now.
With anybody.
No, it's like, even if they made a mistake, but you go in and you're the bully now.
Yeah.
So we don't need to, bully can have a lot of
negative connotations.
Well, not all that, but it was like, I think we overuse it.
Everything's
is like, oh, you're bullying me, or you're being this, or you're being. I was like, no, they're just telling some facts, and you're offended by it.
Yeah.
Stop. But I'm just saying, let's not talk about that. I was talking about, hey, if you're confronting somebody with something, and then get aggressive with that person, and they're smaller than you and weaker than you, and you keep going, you're now the bully.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, but just know you're going to come in contact with somebody and you think you're a badass, come in front of it, and they're going to knock you the F out.
It's true.
Because you don't know who you're talking to.
It's going to be me.
You just don't know who you're gonna talk to.
And watch his cute little face F you up.
So, plus I was like, I don't know if my hair's thinning. I don't know if that's
not.
a rant.
It's just flat. It's just flat today.
No, it's just like I feel like I was taking pictures of the top of it, making sure I wasn't going bald.
Let me see. No, it's fine. You need some Nutripol? Nutrifol?
I don't like that tone.
Fine.
You're like, nah, it's fine.
Lots of hair up there.
That's awesome. Thanks.
It is lots of
So
hair.
do I look good? You look fine. Like who? Nobody wants to hear that. I was like,
Fine.
how do I look? You look fine.
You look great.
Yeah, that's awful. That's the worst thing you can say to a person.
Oh man. Okay, let's what's up in the air real quick. I'm just gonna shoot them off.
What's up? But I have to use the restroom. So what's
Oh,
up in you?
Keith said, agreed, Scooter. Odd that these kinds of engagements happen in the grocery store. The grocery store, just people are so unhappy in the grocery store. This is where I think I'm surprised more fights don't happen in the grocery store.
Oh, they do.
I've never seen a fight in the grocery
Not
store.
a physical fight, but they want to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised more because especially like 5 p.m. after work, you go in the grocery store and someone gives you a little bit of attitude. And that's like, I will fight you right now.
Yeah.
Touch my car one more time.
Just think about who you're talking to. It's just like, be cool, man. Because some people ain't going to get your joke.
Right.
You know, definitely not going to get mine.
I don't get them sometimes.
And I'm not a small person.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy for me to become the bully quick.
Yeah.
But it's also like if somebody's my size, they feel defensive.
Yeah.
Like we need to bro up. And I was like, dude, I want some, some wraps over here. That's all I'm trying to get.
Come here, wrap.
Some
All right,
wraps.
shoot, go pee.
LaCroix.
Yours is over there. You can go on your way out.
Why did she put it further than the last one
I
that she
couldn't
said?
reach
Maybe
it.
she goes, "You see your shot over there?" I didn't know because maybe you can't reach it. So this time she put it further.
I put it for your way out. You have to go pee.
Show you the way out.
No, you won't.
Punch it out.
Hello.
Yeah, it's right through those curtains.
All right, I'll what's up in your area while you
Fine.
go. All right. If you guys didn't know, this weekend is green beer weekend.
Punk rock, punk rock.
Would you just go pee? Okay. That was too much. It's St. Patrick's Day weekend. Woo, 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 woo. So wherever you're at, I guarantee you there's a St. Patrick's Day parade. There's a St. Patrick's Day pub crawl. There's a St. Patrick's Day everything. In San Luis Obispo, where Mariah's going to school, it's called St. Friday's Day. And there's it's like the worst time to party because there's like ordinances. There's ban, the students can't have any friends stay on campus. There's increasing police activity because I think it was last year, the kids are idiots. And they got on top of a house and there were so many of them, they caved the roof in. Morons. And they're supposed to be the smartest kids going to college. And so a bunch of kids got hurt, obviously a bunch of damage. So there's like a bunch of rules out for St. Friday's Day. Like, here's the things you can't do. Of course, you're still going to figure out how to do them. So anyways, if you're in St. Patrick's Day, find a pub crawl if that's what you want to do. Stay at home, drink some green beer. You can find it. You can make I saw somebody make a green clean martini, which I don't even know what that means, but she said it sounded refreshing, so she made it. For us, our friends, the Sam Chase and the Untraditionals are going to be in the area. They're going to be at the Green Room in Placerville tomorrow. I don't know if we're going. Placerville is a jaunt. And Scooter would have to drive because I don't drive in places that end in Ville. In Seattle, they have Aziz Ansari and Kelsey Ballerini. I don't find Aziz Ansari that funny. I think Kelsey Ballerini is very talented. I don't know if I'd go to either of those two things, but that's what's happening. In Olympia, they have the grand opening of a place called The Lovely and Dapper Bakery. And I love a good bakery. And so I think if you live in the Olympia area, you should go for me and find out if it's any good. Bailey and Ryan, I'm talking to you guys. And then the last one is Houston. They have two things. They have a thing called the Oddities and Commodities Expo. And it's like weird things from around the world. And you can like buy them. And I kind of want to go because I love a good oddity and a commodity. But I also don't like junk, so I don't know how I feel about it. But they also have performing Andy Grammer and the Deftones this weekend.
What's up in you?
I was like that's pretty awesome.
Who does?
Houston.
Houston.
Yeah.
Gonna tell Yaya.
Did you hear your band's playing this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. I told them we'd only go if you drive because I don't do Vills.
Because it's in, where's it at?
Placerville.
Yeah, I was bummed because I was like, we know that venue, I think.
We've never been.
What is it called?
The Green Room.
Oh, well, I know the guy who runs it.
I know.
I know the guy. That's so sad. Like, I know the guy that runs it.
Sorry, forgot to bring you in.
Yeah. I know the guy who runs the Green Room and stuff, but I just never been out there because he plays not my genre of music.
Yeah.
Or most
But you could still
most of the
support.
people that go in there, and most of them are whiter than me that play there.
I just won't drive there.
I think
you
even
wanna
Burning Daylight people are
Yeah.
playing out there soon too.
They've been there a couple times
Oh,
because they were
really?
on the same podcast. Yeah, it was that guy.
No, he ran the podcast. He wasn't on it though.
He was the
Yeah.
chief. What's it called? Editor. Manager.
Kinda. He was kind of the producer, I guess.
Producer.
I guess.
That's what I was
I mean,
going
he
for.
was making sure the mics worked, and
Yeah.
it was his. He rented the
I was getting there.
studio.
Yeah. Okay. You ready for some shout outs?
Yeah.
Shout out! Woo!
She asked me a question like I had a choice. Want to do some shout outs? Stinger,
I mean, if you said no, I'd be like, too bad.
loser.
I have 2.
I
I don't want to steal yours.
have like 5.
Okay. So I'll go mine first because it's a long one.
Oh, geez.
But I don't want to take yours. Wait, let me ask off mic.
Oh, just go.
I was going to shout out Ariel. Is that one of yours?
Fine.
Wait, what was yours? We can
Go.
shout out together.
Just go.
So wait, there's 2 things. I want to shout out Ariel for signing up for her full marathon for next year.
What
Disney
a
World.
loser.
I think it's Disney World. That's where she went last year. And announcing her new gig. Is
No,
it land this time? Oh.
Ariel's going to run a marathon in Seattle first.
Ooh.
I found that out. We had a phone call the other day. Yesterday? Day before? Whatever. All the days are the same.
Yeah.
But she's going to run one in Seattle first
Nice.
to make sure that she doesn't ruin the experience going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, good. That's smart.
That's
Because,
awesome.
It was like, you go to Disneyland. I was like,
You want it to be like, I
it was like,
finished. I feel
this
good.
is great. And I
Yeah.
can still go enjoy Disneyland
Yeah.
while I'm here. I'm not just dying
Is it land or world?
and somebody needs to like rub my legs. I have no idea. Disney.
Yeah.
I know she
Disney
signed
Marathon.
up. She used
know.
like 5
I
computers to
saw
sign
it.
up.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And my other thing was literally shouting out for catching up with you. Because I know a lot of you love a good Ariel catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it it's what do they call it? It's a talking, it's like when you have somebody with a similar DNA as I do, it's a talking competition.
Yeah.
And I love it. It invigorates me.
Yeah. That's why I love when we go to visit. I feel like I haven't seen them in forever.
Yeah.
I missed the
I've seen
last
them
time.
like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't been there like
Yeah, you haven't. It's
since
been
the
like
beginning
a
of
good 6 months.
2024.
It's been at least 6 months.
At least. But I love getting to go see you and Ariel have a conversation because we could be up to 1 a.m. and they're still going. And I'm like, this is fantastic.
You could have been napping.
I don't say anything.
Well, like I think that's a favorite part about her partner too.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah. They're
Like,
just going back and forth. I don't say nothing.
Ariel's energy is now
Yep.
with dad, and dad's energy is so both of our partners are going, I could take a nap.
This is so nice.
Like
is so
Tony's
good.
like, I'm gonna watch some football and play some Fortnite.
Right?
And you're like, I'm gonna catch up on some emails.
I'm just going to sit here and
listen.
keep it moving.
Yeah. You guys need a refill on your wine?
Right? I will. What do you guys need from me? Let's keep this going.
It's so cute.
Yeah, so that was my shout out. That was my first shout out.
Yeah.
You, what you got?
I know we already talked about it, but Punk Rock Museum.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. You got to go. Like I want to like get a bunch of people to go there just for like if they have a concert on a weekend, because they do quite a bit. But also that area, because we already talked about Carson Kitchen for sure. But Abel Baker Brewing.
Oh yeah.
We did go up there. Oh, so
You show your duck?
Where is it? Oh. Yeah. I didn't just get a duck. Okay, bro. I got a dragon duck. Like he was my mascot the whole trip to Vegas.
Yes.
She was so annoyed because I kept talking to him and was like, oh, "Rrr."
It was weird.
She's like, I'm trying to work. I was like, yeah, but I have a dragon duck.
Yeah.
Rrr. This is like the middle of the day.
It
This
was.
is not. This is like.
It wasn't like we were drunk. He was
No,
sober.
it was like I hadn't drank it all. I had like a cup of coffee. I was like, look at my dragon duck. I got to choose this one.
Yes.
That was the best part. The cutest part is if you buy a flight of beer. They're the little. If you don't know what a flight is, you're an idiot. But
It's not
little
nice.
flight, which I didn't finish my flight.
Yeah. You weren't a fan.
Yeah.
All of them.
It just had too many hazies, but they give you a free duck.
Yes.
It's included. Well, it included duck, and also if you go up there, you get to choose a duck for like $2. So I went up. Of course, I went up there like, can I have another duck? Because we gave our other duck to
Our bartender.
our bartender at our hotel.
Who recommended we go there.
Well, if she recommended we go there,
Yeah.
she goes, and then they give us ducks.
She's
And
like, if you go, can you bring me back the duck?
because my son
Yeah.
loves to play with the ducks and have. I was like, well, yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, I brought her a duck, but I was like,
I need a duck.
I don't want to go home without a duck. What a loser. So my little dragon duck.
Yes. I know. He's like, do you want a duck? I said, no, I don't want a duck.
This dragon duck is awesome. So I put him on my little lamp over
Yes.
here. And he's adorable.
He's adorable.
I want to hug him and fly with him.
Yeah.
You know?
Keith said, Talia can't wait to go to the punk rock museum. Ooh,
Dude.
ooh.
Dude, if you book tickets, Keith, let us know when and we'll see if we can.
Because we have to go.
meet you
So
there.
there was a John Wick experience we were supposed to go to.
Just hold on.
Oh.
Just say we're going to go back to Vegas
Yes.
before the end of August.
Correct. August
We
26th.
kind of have to.
Yeah.
And because
There was a John Wick experience that we had booked, and they sent me a message saying, please call us regarding reservation. And they're like, so it's not open yet. We know you bought tickets, but the thing hasn't opened. It's
Yeah.
been delayed.
it's Area 15.
Yes. They're like, so we'll upgrade your tickets to VIP. Just come back before August and your guys are good to go. And I was like, all right, I guess we got to go back before August 26th.
So it's like an immersive.
Escape room.
Yeah.
But like John
If you
Wick.
look up Area 15.
Yeah.
What's the other thing it's called?
Don't know.
It's called something like it's like a grocery store that's not a
Oh,
grocery store.
Right.
Um.
We've never been. That's like one of the things in Vegas we still want to do.
Yeah. It just looked immersive, but it also said John Wick. So it was like, sign us up. So
And
we
you can
bought
drink at the bar. What's it called? The
Continental.
Continental.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was part of the thing. You get drinks at the Continental. I know.
I just lost half my breath.
Well, at least you didn't lose all of it.
Ooh.
You'll be fine. So that's the way to go back to go do in Vegas.
So we're going back before the end of August.
Yes.
So just know
So we're gonna die in the heat again. That's who we
that's
are.
fine.
Any other shout outs? I have one more.
I have two more.
Okay, go ahead.
Pasty place. What was it called? Pasty place.
The pasty place. I don't remember. Something pasty.
Okay, so there was a not a hole in the wall, but it was very dark in there. But they served pretty much 90% of their menu as
Very British.
pasties.
Yeah.
I want to say pasties because it's
British
Vegas,
themed,
so
yeah.
I feel like things that cover your nipples.
Not a pasty.
So I think of pasties, but the pasties were phenomenal. What did I have, a Reuben one?
You did have Reuben one.
Oh my gosh. And it was like a hole, not a hole in the wall, but it felt like a hole in the wall. It gave
Yeah.
you the feeling that it was a hole in the wall, but it wasn't, which is such a cool experience for me because I love dive bars that are clean, if
Right.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the chairs are old, the people been there
but
forever.
it's not sticky.
Yeah, but it's like, but the kitchen's clean.
Yeah.
The kitchen and the bar is clean.
Right.
Everything else can be a little like worn,
Right.
not gross and sticky, but worn.
Yeah.
And it felt worn. They had like, looked like they had like church pews in
Right.
there in some sections. They had pool tables, darts, all that. I was like, this is so great. And where we sat was so dark,
Yeah.
but so fun. And the people in there were just hanging out and doing their job 110%.
Yes.
So it was super fun. The food was amazing. The
It was
drinks were
big.
good.
Like you guys could share a meal.
Yeah, and our server was very honest with us.
Yeah.
She screwed up the ticket and she charged somebody else for our
For
shots.
drinks, yeah.
And she goes like, "Oh my gosh, you guys got to clear out your ticket, but I forgot to charge you for your shots." And I was like, "That's fair."
Yeah.
Like I would have come at you if you charged me for somebody else's. So,
Right. Yeah.
Hey, So we're like, we got this. But that place was so cool to me. Like, I would go back there if I lived there.
Right.
That kind of place.
Yeah.
I would. The other place, the Carson Kitchen, not that often because it's
like an anniversary meal.
Maybe, but the bar maybe.
Yeah. I want to go on the rooftop.
Oh, for real.
Because we didn't get to do that.
Yeah. People kept coming
There's
in.
There's a whole party. Yeah.
Like, there was like 20 people at a time coming through and they were disappearing.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, yeah, there's an up top. And I was like, what?
Yeah. But they had it reserved, so we couldn't.
But the pasty place was phenomenal.
Yes.
You could see him baking the pasties. You could see him doing the whole thing. And
it was really good.
So that was, cannot recommend that more.
Keith said we need to have breakfast at Eat if we're in downtown. I've added it to my list.
Eat.
That's what it's called.
Eat.
So my last shout out is to my Uber Eats delivery people. So I have a habit of typing information in wrong. So when you first put in your location, right, it asks you for the name of the hotel and then your room number. But then in directions, I always also put my room number again, just so they know, like, let's not get it wrong.
And you put in, there were two different
So
numbers.
I stayed at room 510. Then I said also deliver to room 501. And so they called and they were like, so you have two different room numbers. And I was like, oh, thank you so much for calling me.
You're like, yeah, I do. Because I have the whole floor. Okay.
I didn't.
Just go up to floor 5.
No. I said, thank you so much for calling me because I'm actually very hungry and I'm in room 510.
My assistant will come out there to pick up all of our
Please
food.
bring my food. Also, the hotel had a bomb gym.
That's so you.
I know. I know. The amount of time I've done this like 3 times now.
3 times?
Yeah.
300?
Like this year.
3 times this year?
Yeah. What, have you given my wrong room number?
You know it's March.
Yeah, I know.
So you've probably done at least 6.
I haven't. I've been better. I've been trying to like double check. So the
like
funny thing is
when the Starbucks guy showed up in Olympia, to our door.
Were you shocked?
I was shocked. I thought he'd be in the lobby like confused, like she said to go here and I'm not there. And I was like, what? I'm saying
whoa. I've gotten better.
Almost hugged the guy.
Better. Well, the issue was that same day. So I got dinner at one place, but then I saw a chocolate tart at another place. And so the first guy was my dinner. And then the second was a chocolate tart. And I was like, hey, so I put in the wrong room number. First guy told me.
Have you ever seen Over the Hedge?
Yes.
Who's the squirrel? Who plays the squirrel?
I don't know. Leguizamo?
No, he plays the Leguizamo plays the.
Oh, he's the old
Ice
squirrel.
Age.
Yeah.
No, he's in Ice Age.
Yeah.
Don't
know.
Who plays the squirrel in there? There's like. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
It's either that or is it Dave, the dog with the collar on up?
Yeah.
I feel like between those two characters, depending on what day it is, you are one of those two, and I need to go.
Some days I'm a genius.
Sometimes I need to. Sometimes I need to gauge which one it is.
It's fair.
And then other days you're what's it called? What was that movie with is it Taraji?
Maybe.
Where she's like doing all the research and doing stuff that from like the 50s.
Oh, Help? Not Help. The one they're like astronauts.
Something numbers or something.
Hidden Figures. Yeah.
Some days you're her.
Right.
So I was just like, I don't know which one of these people you're going to
get.
Because the Hidden Figures lady is like, whoa, you're right. I got this.
Steve
Let me sit down and go. But then sometimes you're the squirrel.
Facts. Or Doug.
Sometimes you're like, I'm Doug.
Yeah.
They're like, squirrel. What? Good. All right. And then you go, okay, so this needs to be put here, and we need to make sure and pay this off by this date. And I made this calendar for this, and put it over here, and then put it over here, and then then we when it was like, squirrel. I was like, what the flip just happened?
Yeah, that is my life.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know who you are right now. But I'm very similar. I mean, I'm not similar, but I have similar tendencies, just in different ways.
But that hotel had the best gym. The one I stayed at, which was just one time. There was actually somebody else working out. There was another chick working out there too, but it had all of the weights, and they were like newer, so they weren't like all worn. It had like 4 treadmills, 2 ellipses, ellipticals, and
good.
it had that little machine where you hook on like the little hook things, and you can do all the arm things and
The
leg
universal cable.
Yes, it had that one, and it was
Those are
like
nice.
so nice. All
That
it needed
pull-up
was
bar?
mats. It had a pull-up bar attached to it. It just
always
needed
like-
mats.
I always feel like if you have a pull-up bar, here's how I always feel like the way I work out. If you have a pull-up bar, some sort of cardio something, elliptical, jogging, whatever. Pull-up bar, that, and dumbbells.
Yes,
I can figure out everything else.
Yeah.
Like everything
that's what
else,
it had.
everything else I can do. The
Yeah.
cables and stuff, that's nice. But I was like, I can figure out those workouts,
Yeah.
Because I was like, if you don't have a good pull-up,
And it had
That bums me
the balls where you have to like lean on them and do crunches. What is it called? Like the big balance balls. And it had the weighted balls. It was a great gym.
Okay. If you say balls too many times, we're gonna get like.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Keith said
Balls.
on all the complaints about Las Vegas tourists is that
Balls.
it's become kind of expensive. What do you think?
Yes,
I think it can be.
No,
I think
no,
it's expensive as you make it.
it is. It is. We didn't spend as much as we could have,
As much as we have in the past. Not
Yeah.
even close.
because we went to local places.
Yes.
We've kind of have explored and found the places where locals go, but what I think where he's bringing up is they stopped doing resort fees. Did you notice that?
Did they?
Yes.
Or was it just ours?
No, in general,
Oh,
I think
okay.
they got rid of
I don't know if
resort
that's
fees.
true.
Okay, that's my understanding
Okay.
that I've researched a little bit is the resort fees, but what they have done is raised all prices to accommodate those things and the type of, how flights to Las Vegas used to be like $49.
Cheap. Yeah.
They're not anymore.
Right.
They're normal pricing.
Yeah.
Because Vegas was comping that
Yeah.
side.
For the
So I
commerce.
think the comps have gone away. Not gone away, but I think the comps are less.
Yeah.
So because I feel like people aren't gambling as much as they used to. And that's just from what I've looked up, what I read, podcasts. I watch a lot of podcasts. Watch and listen. But that's what I've heard and kind of looked into. And then also when we walked through there was a lot of open tables
Yeah.
and a lot of casinos.
It was empty. Again, we went, and I think it helps. So I feel like
But
Vegas
we
can
didn't
be
go during the
affordable.
weekend.
We did.
Yeah. So it wasn't like we went on.
But we left on a Saturday. We went like a Thursday to a Saturday, which is not normal times for people to go. Usually people go
sure?
like a Friday, either Thursday to a Sunday or a Friday to a Sunday is when most people go.
Losers.
We left on a Saturday at like 3 p.m.
We didn't even go see the Backstreet Boys or nothing.
No, we didn't do any of that stuff. So I think Vegas can be affordable. It depends on what you want to do in Vegas. But I feel like that's any place you want to go.
No, I think that's the thing. I was like, the draw to Vegas is depending on what you want to do in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I think that's pick a town,
Yeah.
pick a city, and go, it depends on what you want to do in that city.
Yep.
Because we love Philadelphia
We do.
for the things that we like in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Um,
We could do Philly cheap if we wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't do nothing about the flight. But staying in Philly, we could choose to stay in a less expensive place and go to places that
Yes.
aren't as bougie as
we've
we
done
go
it.
to.
We've
Yeah.
done it. I've done it. Like Trader Joe's, liquor store, cheap hotel.
Yeah.
Now you have the rest of the money to do the silly stuff.
Yeah, I think vacations are. I mean, I think trips are
It's up to
whatever you want them to be.
Yeah, it's what you want it to be.
Yeah.
If you want it to be like bottle service every night, I was like,
Yeah,
that's
You're
fine.
gonna drop some.
Then you're gonna
drop some
drop.
dollars.
Yeah, you're dropping $1,000 a bottle.
Yeah,
That's just the way
I
it
would
is.
never.
No, because it's silly to me.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna pay for a poolside room, and you don't get in the pool.
Right.
Nah.
Now I would drop $1,000. No, maybe not in a meal. I probably still gonna do it. In 4 days, I could drop $1,000 on food. If I really like the food I'm eating, I could drop $1,000 on food in 4 days.
I've seen you at festivals with wood-fired pizza.
There's wood-fired pizza. Take my money.
If it's good wood-fired pizza.
Like you make your own dough. Oh,
She's-
get out of here. I won't even share with Scooter.
Yeah, she didn't. But
Ooh,
no.
Pete said, would you stay in downtown?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't see why not.
Why not?
We're not picky. Because I feel like we can Uber anywhere.
And it's not even about Uber. It's like I feel like we can find something interesting in where I don't think we've ever found a place that we didn't find something interesting to do.
Usually on accident.
Yeah. Always like, whoa, we got lost. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Like that happened to us in Edinburgh.
Everywhere we go. We get lost everywhere.
Yeah, we got lost in Edinburgh. We got lost in Dublin.
Yeah.
We got lost in Vegas.
Yes.
We've gotten lost in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We've gotten lost. I mean, not
if
lost.
you tell me to get directions, we're going left.
And I was like, no, I don't think it's left. It's up. And I'm like, okay. But I've come to the point where it's like, I've gotten less frustrated and I've gotten more trust the process, man.
Yeah,
like we're going to end up somewhere where I'm with a person I enjoy being with.
Yeah.
In a random place, and now I've got a story to tell the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because the story is way better. The experience is always going to be way better than the money you spent.
Yeah.
Always.
Because realistically, even when we went to Vegas this last time, we
didn't spend that much money.
We really didn't.
No, we went to 2 considered nice restaurants. No, one.
Just one.
Just the Carson one.
Yeah.
What is it called? Carson
Yeah.
Kitchen. Everything else was kind of like
3, 5, 6, 7. We probably, for 4 days, we spent less than $1,000.
Yeah, for 4 days.
Which isn't that bad.
Including
the hotel.
Including flight.
We used points, I think. So, yeah.
So, realistically, it depends on what you like. Do you like
Hundred.
experiences or do you like cool stuff?
Yeah.
I like experiences more than cool stuff.
Yeah.
Well, not if you look around this studio, but
You look around our house, you're like, there's no way you like experiences more than stuff because your house is full of stuff.
It is not full of stuff. Just this room.
Okay. You want to go in the garage? Why?
Because I don't have a mobile camera.
It's full of stuff.
More stuff.
You want to talk about entertainment this week? Did you have anything interesting?
Yeah, of course I do.
We got to watch Love is Blind. Ooh, the weddings and the reunion.
We pumped that out.
Skipped some episodes.
Well, we
2, 4.
fast forwarded kind of in a sense.
Oh, we still watch them.
Yeah, that's fine. And I also watched it while I had to speak to some Filipino Bruno Mars guy.
Isn't Bruno Mars Filipino? Every time he said it, I kept thinking, isn't Bruno Mars
Puerto Rican.
Filipino?
I thought he was Puerto Rican. I really thought he was Puerto Rican.
I have no idea.
I could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
But I thought Bruno Mars was Puerto Rican.
You might be right.
But I'm a racist. So
he got to hang out with the stalker, and then he was
the
like,
guy who took me
trying to watch
a picture
the show.
of me in a parking lot,
Yeah.
and then sent it to his friend.
It was so cute. So me and Baylor were watching it on the couch. And so because we had skipped episodes, she would say something and she's like, okay, I have to pause this. And she's like, I know I'm being my dad right now, but you haven't watched this episode, so I have to tell you some backstory. I was like, in my head, I was thinking, I'm used to this. This is how I watch all TV.
She Bailey-splained something to you. Good for her.
It's funny. I was like, this
Good
is
for her.
literally how I watch all television
It's
at this point.
It's context. Okay?
Scooter pausing it saying, so did you see how blah, blah, blah happened? And I'm thinking, I don't actually care. Just press play. I'll figure it out later. But no, because you're not going to really understand what happens if I don't tell you right now.
It's so true.
Oh, you
And even while I was like sitting up there, like making pyramids with cans that we were all drinking.
Don't say all.
No, it was me and Ryan was pounding them too. But
Poor Ian.
Or Ryan.
Poor Ian.
He's fine.
He was like, I can have 2. I got stuff to do tomorrow.
He's fine. He was doing fine. But I was I was tuning in to both.
Yeah.
And I was like, I watched the whole thing. I watched the wedding thing. How many people that didn't get married?
That was
freaked
bananas.
me out.
I didn't like it.
It freaked me out.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the long-haired guy,
Yeah.
they were getting married.
I know.
They were getting married.
That made
In
me
my
real
brain. The
sad.
other ones, I was like, everything's kind of up in the air except for I did feel very strongly. I also felt strongly that the black couple was going to
Yeah.
get married.
Same.
I was like,
I don't like editing now. This is my thing. I need like a what's the show where they're in the house and it's Celebrity
Big Brother.
Big Brother. I need a Big Brother version of Love
you
is
can't.
Blind.
You
I need
can't.
to know what's going on
You
for
can't.
reals.
you can't.
Because
You
this
can't.
editing crap is
It's still editing.
but I
They
feel like it's less.
you have to be very, very, very real
I didn't like it.
about you get to consume what they let
I
you
know.
consume. And they have a narrative
I don't like
to
it.
let you consume. And that's everything that's out there,
That's
including, well, except for this.
Yeah.
I don't edit any of this. I am
This is what you
lazy.
get.
So as soon as this is done being live, it stays on the internet. Like, so if I said something offensive,
Forever.
it's still there.
Yep.
Yeah, I said it in order or out of order, it's still there. I was like, this is just hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I have a problem with editing for that same reason, for the whole narrative of everything that's going on in our whole planet. So I'm like,
yeah,
I agree with that 1,000%, but even Big Brother is edited. They have a host, they have a
What's your entertainment this week?
I have 2 songs.
Okay.
Ready for it?
Yeah.
So there's this band called Hot Milk.
Hot Milk.
They're going to be at Warped Tour.
Okay.
And there's a song called 90 Seconds to Midnight that came out not that long ago. Good song. Check it out.
Is it Anthony?
A little more punk rocky.
Okay.
A little bit more, maybe. It's not their most. It's different, a little bit different from what they normally do, but you got to check them out. They're British.
Nice.
Male and female lead singers. Super cool. They've been around for a little while, but they're going to be at Warped Tour, so we're probably going to check them out.
Cool.
So that was one.
Can I tell you something about Warped Tour that I didn't like in their post that they said? Because they were giving you things of like how to prep for Warped Tour, like stay hydrated, sunscreen, and they kept repeating over and over. But the other thing they said was like take screenshots of the schedule. And I was like, because I'm so spoiled by Aftershock, I'm like, are you not going to have an app? Are you not going to have an app that tells you where to go?
It's about, because I do that for Aftershock also. I know you don't.
Did
But
I do?
a screenshot?
No, I just use the app.
Okay.
Why do I need a screenshot? There's a whole
Yes.
app for this.
Okay. Slow your roll just for a second. Do you
No.
remember those days back in the prehistoric, like where Bam Bam and Fred Flintstone lived, where we didn't have internet?
No.
Okay.
When was this?
Yeah, before your time. So sometimes you had to print a map.
Oh,
If the internet goes down
yeah.
in that area because it's so clustered or something, that does happen. It happened at Aftershock too. But you had me, and I had a screenshot of something that's like, oh, they're going on at this time.
My app never went down.
The last like 3 years, they didn't.
It's been fantastic.
But the first 3 or 4 years, totally did.
But are they not going to have an app? That's all I'm asking.
I don't.
You're supposed to be in the know. You're the know guy.
They have an app. They have a website, an app, everything. The problem is, if internet goes down, do you remember off the top of your head when somebody goes on?
Of course I will.
All right. They're up and to the left. I think
Pretty
they're
sure
going
that
on.
stage right
They're
there by
going
the
up and
tree.
to the left at 2 p.m. And I was like, babe, it's like 5:30.
Where's the tequila?
So I take screenshots every year of them. I make sure and put on my phone the map of the venue. Every year I do that for Aftershock. I put the map on there, and I put the list of when
Where we
everybody's playing.
I think I did last year.
The set list. I just do it.
But I also
Now I use the app the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I've used the app, but I'm not going to miss Bring Me the Horizon, or
I know.
I'm not going to miss a certain band because the internet
I
goes
just
down
felt
and I
like there should
forget.
be an app. That's all I was saying.
No. Okay.
There is. What's your other entertainment?
Holy cow. Sleep Token. So Sleep Token has a new album coming out very soon, and they have a single called Emergence.
You posted about it.
I love it. If you hate Sleep Token, you're stupid. There's something about that band that really is very melodic.
Yeah.
And heavy and just enough pretentious. Just enough. They're not.
Yes, like you described yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love me.
Good job.
I'm just a little, just enough pretentious to where it's like, it's annoying if it's more than 30 minutes, No, I really like what they're doing. The only downfall I have about Sleep Token is every once in a while their lyrics are a little like, I could have wrote something better.
Yeah.
But musically, nah. I like their long draws into the next segment and stuff like. I feel like it's more of a movement in their music than it is just a song.
Nice.
So I think it even has saxophone in the end. Ooh, and I was like
80s sax?
What do you call me? Sexy?
Yeah.
From the 80s?
That's exactly what I said.
No. So it's not Careless Whisper. It's not Wham.
Oh.
It's not, sorry. Bruce Hornsby.
No, any of those songs. What am I, 80?
I'm just saying. New song just came out like yesterday or within days. Great band. They're selling out arenas. Great for their comeuppance. Like, come on, dude. Nice. Like, they went from nothing to
0 to hero.
Yeah. And within like 5 years.
Nice.
And I'm like, they were 5 years ago, nobody knew who they were. I love that they're getting their props.
Can I ask you a question about your hair?
What?
Do you think that your hairdresser just thinned out your hair when you got your haircut? Because you had a lot? Maybe she was trying to cool you off? Because you just got a haircut.
She didn't pluck them.
You can thin out your hair without plucking your hair.
No, you pluck it if you pluck it, then you have gaps. I'm talking about gaps between hairs.
You don't have gaps between hairs.
You're not okay. That was my only concern. I
think she just thinned it out.
She did. She always does.
Okay, that's all.
I love her. She's the best. Like, she really is the best.
Yeah.
Like, she loves hard rock music. She's literally right in between the ages of Bailey and Ariel, like my daughters. So she gives me their vibe kind of thing. Like, she gives me some attitude about like, oh, Papa Roach is like, dude, Jacoby just needs to stop. He's like, he's too much now. He's boring. It's like she has very strong opinions.
Yeah.
And it's very strongly rooted in her generation. And I love it because I feel like I'm talking to my daughter when I'm there. Yeah. Like, she has very similar generational opinions, if it's generational, as my daughters.
Yeah. Can I ask you one more question?
Would you?
Can we skip Advise Me Not and do hot takes and now always never? Because it's kind of like over.
Depends on what's happening, bro.
All right, hot takes. Pick
Entertainment of the week: Hot Milk, Sleep Token.
Pick a number 1 through 12. We're about to hot takes. Sarah's hot takes 1 through 12.
Can we do a real So we're talking about this thing. It's not called hot takes. It's called Your Opinion is Wrong. That's what it's called.
Let me fix my name.
Your opinion.
How you spell your?
Y-R.
Your opinion is wrong.
Wrong.
Okay. 1 through 12. What do you want?
4.
4.
It's like the change into a different segment is just so you just smack people in the face with it.
Yeah, but I think keeps them on your toes.
I don't think that's what it is. It knocks them back onto their back and then they pass out and then they forget what's happened.
I don't think that's true.
Well,
We have good listeners.
mm,
Number 4. Pasta and bread isn't what's making you fat. Hot take. People are so against carbs and pasta and bread, and that's the reason why Americans are overweight and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's not. I'll be honest. You could eat all the pasta and bread you want. You know what it is?
hold on.
Having 4 loaves of
Hold on.
bread.
Can you just repeat it so people can actually consume?
Pasta and bread
and bread, pasta and bread
are not the things making you fat.
are not the things that are making you fat.
Correct.
Anybody?
I don't like people that demonize carbs and breads and pasta because that's not the reason. Now, when you eat that loaf of bread with that pound of butter, or you have 4 servings of pasta at one time because you think that's one serving, that is an issue. Now, I am the first person to be like, if you give me a fresh loaf of bread and some softened butter, I'll eat the whole thing. That's my meal. That's so good. But I would never be like, that's the whole reason. These breads and these carbs are the reason. Also, I will say this. Our bread and our pasta is not what they use in Italy and France. It's not the same ingredients. It's not as good materials. It's not as good like breads or flours and everything else. It's not the same thing. So that is my hot take. If you think that bread and pasta is what's making you fat, it's not. You want another hot take?
No.
He's texting. I have more. You want to now, always, never?
Can you slow the F down for a second? Give me a chance to like consume what you just said
Okay.
in the last 3.7 seconds. Holy cow. So, real talk. Carbs are good. Too many carbs are bad. Too many carbs in relation to your movement is bad. It's not the food that's killing you.
That's not true.
It's not the carbs that are killing you.
That's better.
It's not the food that's killing you. It's a type of food that's killing you in relation to what you do in movement.
And the amount of food.
It's in relation. Yes.
The amount.
So if you have 3,000 carbs in one day and don't do any movement, you're probably going to get fat.
Yeah.
If you eat 3,000 carbs in one day and you're a professional swimmer,
You'll be fine.
you're going to be great.
It's probably good for you.
You're going to be ripped and you're going to win your tournament. Eat less, move more was my first thing.
Yeah.
Right. Then I said, eat better, move more.
Yeah.
And then it was eat better, move better.
Yeah.
It's still my mantra. I'm not saying that I do it. I'm just saying it. That's what works.
Yes.
A different amount of carbs for you is different than the way I consume carbs,
Correct.
because there's a certain amount of carbohydrates that my body just doesn't like.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I do know that there's people out there that eat stacks of pancakes.
Yes.
They're in their 50s and they're thin.
They're super thin.
Healthy.
Yep.
Their blood work is good.
Yep.
If I did that,
You'd be
Not-
asleep.
be asleep, high blood pressure,
Yeah.
not healthy, overweight. I mean, it's not carbs.
Right.
It's not carbs. Do you know what the problem is? Ready?
Not carbs.
Do you know what it is?
Everything else.
It's you.
Oh, hardest part.
You're the problem.
Oh, man. Allie posted a thing. Did
You're
you see
the
it?
problem. You are the problem because you're not paying attention to your body. That's it.
She said, imagine hating the way you look, but still eating like it's not your fault. Oh, that one hurt.
That's our whole life.
Yeah.
Like, we got on this trend of here. Let's go hot. Let's go hot take. Let's go. Your opinion is wrong. Are you ready for this?
Go for it.
Everybody was. Society was so body positive. You can be 400 pounds as a man or a woman, and we can't shame you
Yep.
until Ozempic came out.
Yep.
Screw you. The problem is, yes, please. The problem is, and I'm going to be aggressive because I'm saying, when I say you in the camera, I'm talking to me too. You are the problem. I am the problem. We're not willing to listen. We're not willing to listen to our body or the doctor that's telling us, hey, that might not be good for you. We're not willing to do that. And I'm just as guilty. I have not gone for a blood pressure test in 2 years?
Yep.
Yet
Colonoscopy.
I'm due for one.
Yeah.
This year.
All right.
Goodness sakes.
So it was last year.
It just happened.
50.
Where's your mammogram?
April
lady?
22nd.
All right,
B.
then. You're almost going to be 41 by the time it happens.
That's not true.
Loser.
That's rude.
Oh, it's kind of rude. So I'll reel it back a little bit because I got a little aggressive.
Already scheduled.
The problem is actually you. The problem is you. The problem is me. The problem is the person.
Yeah.
Like, instead of being so offended, like, if somebody comes up and says you have a booger in your nose, are you offended, or you go, dang, bro, I do have a booger in my nose. My bad. I'll get that out. Can we react like that? You know, like, no, we can't. For some reason, we're like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Why would you say that in front of people? I was like, I didn't. I just said it to you.
Yeah.
Or it's like,
plus everyone knows.
I was like, hey, you're not looking so good.
You're
Are
making
you
really
okay?
unhealthy choices.
Are you tired? Or it's like, you look like you've gained some weight.
Okay, you can't tell people you're tired.
Born and raised in California, right here.
That's offensive.
Born and raised in California.
You can tell me I'm overweight, but don't tell me I look tired. That's an opinion.
See? That's the kind of thing. It's like, we're so quick to be offended by people telling you facts, right? I was like, because I have here's a male female. Is it dichotomy? No. Yeah, dichotomy. It's kind of a difference, but like
dichotomy.
Mm-hmm. Like not differences, but specifics on the differences. Is that what dichotomy is? I don't know. A guy will walk up, not in California, but in most places and other places, like, dude, you're getting kind of fat. California, you can't do that. You can, and then somebody's going to kick you out of the gym, and you lose your whole membership, and people are like shaming you. True. But I was like, but you would only to your friends. But if your friend shows up and you haven't seen them in like a month, and they're 20 pounds heavier, yeah, you're going to go, dude, you're putting on some pounds, man. You're looking kind of fat. Why is that a problem?
Because fat's not a nice.
No, but that's what your friends are for.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you're looking kind of thin,
they'll say it.
Would you say that? I was like, man, you're looking really thin. And a guy would go, I don't want to be thin. Yeah. Like, I want to be.
I don't think for somebody looking thin, I'm always like, you changed something.
Jesus. But they already know, but they're not willing to admit it to themselves. Right? Yes. So the problem is you. You're the problem. You're not willing to look in it and go, man, I should do something different.
Yeah. I say it to myself all the time.
But do the same thing with your finances. Do you do the same thing with your finances? Yeah. Do you do the same thing with your relationships? Yeah. Do you do the same thing with your job? You're always analyzing, going, hey, that didn't work out the way I wanted to. Hey, man, that's not working out the way I wanted to. I should do something different. Correct. So how come when it comes to your fitness and your weight, no, everything's positive?
Oh, I don't.
No.
In general, I got what you're saying.
You can't tell somebody that's like, whoa, you look like you've gained some weight. Yeah. Could you imagine saying that to another person?
No.
Why?
I'd imagine getting punched in the throat.
Why?
Like at a grocery store.
Why?
Because it's not my business.
My closest friends, which are probably like 4 dudes, would totally tell me. And they have.
When?
Last time I saw Willie.
He said you look fat.
He goes, you got a belly on you, but you look like you can still lift. Like, he said that. He goes, it still looks like you can do some bench presses, but you got the belly on you. That's what he said. The first when I saw him in Atlanta.
But that's not, hey, you're fat.
He's telling you, he's like, you got a gut, bro.
Yeah.
You look
I'm
strong, but
saying
you still
the
got a
word
big
saying
gut.
you're fat is not nice. That's not
My
necessary.
buddy Slim, well, ironically.
He's slim.
Yeah, we came up that one time he visited. I was like, dude, you're looking kind of big. And I was like,
Slim special.
but I
Slim
am.
would say that.
But I am looking. But he wasn't wrong.
No, I agree.
I had a large shirt that I was like oozing out of.
Keith said Leslie hates being told she looks tired because I will tell you right now, don't tell me I look tired. You could tell me I look fat, but don't tell me I look tired. Because one, I already know I'm effing tired. So don't tell me I look tired. I feel tired already.
I wish somebody would tell me I look tired.
I've told you that. You don't like it either.
Or go, man, the gaps in between your hairs
All right. You remember you said that.
are further apart
You
than
remember
I
you
thought they
said
were.
that. When your
Like,
dad
you're-
comes to visit and he's like, son, you got fat and you're balding. I don't hear nothing about it.
And I was like, do you know what the cool part is? I can still pick you up and throw you across the room, Dad.
I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't want to hear any I don't want to hear any rebuttals to it. I don't hear nothing from you other than like, yeah,
But I was like, how's your liver?
jacked up. It's probably like same as yours.
Ah,
Same as yours, son.
how those polyps going?
Oh, jeez.
It's so true. But I'm not saying that I'm not the problem.
Right.
What
I know.
I'm saying when I say you're the problem, that means me too.
I know.
Like, I have the same problem. I was like, I know when I look in the mirror and go, bro, your arms are small and your gut's big.
Let's do something different.
So I've been working on my arms.
Yeah.
I'm not working on my gut.
Lots of planks.
I don't do planks.
Mm.
I do push-ups, pull-ups.
Push-ups or planks.
Okay, I do
Plank-
push-ups,
plank-
pull-ups, tricep kickbacks,
Dips.
curls, dips, squats. So I do those like multiple times in a week. I don't do cardio. That's why I'm still fat.
That's no.
That is why.
It's not cardio. It's
No,
your
no.
meal choices.
No, it's cardio. For sure. If I would up my cardio according to my meal choices, because my meal choices are fucking great. It's the
It's
beer
at
and
nighttime.
no, it's the beer and seltzer thing. Even my nighttime. Do you know what I had for snacks last night? Pistachios.
How many?
4,000.
I think the serving of pistachios is like a third of a cup, which is like 6.
So I have a red solo. No,
Green.
realistically, the solo cups, they're like 16 ounces. I have half of one.
Yeah.
Per day.
So a cup of pistachios.
Hey man,
I don't
it's better than what I used to eat. Chips,
Yeah.
meats and cheeses.
So true.
No, all I'm saying is like my calorie intake that's above the roof, like, is my seltzers and beers.
Yeah.
That's it.
And whiskey.
I don't even drink that much.
Okay, you ready for your now, always, never?
Oh, we're doing another whole section.
1 through 6.
What is happening?
You got this.
What, do I need to pick a number 1 through 6?
Yes.
Oh, I
Pick
thought
a number
you
1 through 6. 5. Sorry.
4.
1 through 5. Okay, good. Only had 5. Okay, ready? Now, always, never. You have pad thai, the best pizza you've ever eaten, and Taco Bell.
Ooh. What is it?
Pad thai,
Pizza.
the best pizza you've ever had,
best.
and Taco Bell. Now, always, never.
Got it.
'Kay.
I'd say Taco Bell never.
Okay.
I could get that off my menu.
Okay.
I eat it like,
Once a month.
well, it's only when I feel like it's convenient and I was like, I need protein in my body and I could have somebody deliver it and CJ likes it.
Yeah.
No, I just feel like when it's CJ and me, I was like, I'll get Taco Bell.
Yeah.
It's the reason I do it. So Taco Bell is my never.
Okay.
I'd have to say pad thai now.
Pad thai over pizza, huh?
Yeah. Well, reason being is pizza, you can do so much
Different.
with it.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
pizza forever.
Okay. Always.
Always. Sorry. Pizza always.
'Kay.
Because I I can have gluten-free pizza.
Yeah.
I can have flatbread pizza. I can have chicken pizza.
Breakfast pizza.
I can have pesto pizza. I can have.
Yeah.
I just feel like pizza. You put that.
It's universal.
Yeah, I think that was.
That's fair.
You should have chose something else because.
Didn't know where you're gonna go because sometimes you're like, it's too much cheese and too much bread.
But you don't have to have cheese on your pizza.
That's not a pizza then.
Yes, it is.
No.
You ever had a pesto pizza?
There should still be cheese.
No, it's like a.
You know, there's cheese and pesto.
Oh, it's mostly nuts though.
It depends on how you make your pesto.
Without cheese, obviously. You're not listening.
That's crazy. Okay, so you know some pestos don't have pine nuts in them,
Yeah.
but they have I think Parmigiano Reggiano. is the-
Parmesan's like the best cheese for you.
I'm just
on
saying,
the
there's so
planet.
much cheese in pesto. Unless
That's
you go
not what you
vegan.
said. What I was saying is you can have a pesto flatbread pizza with the balsamic vinaigrette
That was rough.
with chicken on it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty healthy pizza.
No, just taco.
No, it's a flatbread pizza with okay.
So
Pesto.
pesto on it.
Adios mio.
Oh god. All right, good job.
No, that was, I mean, Taco Bell, here's what happened.
Oh, you tell your story.
I enjoyed Taco Bell. We had it last night. So I had the last taco probably about 11 p.m.
That's crazy.
What?
11 p.m. dinner?
No, the last taco. I ate dinner at like 7:30. And then
So that your snack?
yeah, there was a taco left. I was like, well, I have to eat the taco
Well, it's not good the next day.
because I'm feeling snacky.
Yeah.
It wasn't good then.
Pistachios weren't doing it.
Well, I had pistachios also, but I was like, old ground meat sounds delicious.
yeah.
So I did eat that, and today was not.
It never is.
How do I say? So yesterday I got up at like 7:50.
Mhm.
Took CJ to school. Came back, went to sleep. Totally fine. This morning I got up at 7:55, 7 whatever, right before I was like, took him to school, came back. I didn't go back to sleep. I was tired, but I didn't want to poo myself while I was sleeping
Taco Bell hangover?
because of Taco Bell. I'm not. I wish I was kidding. So my stomach was not happy. I mean, I wouldn't say it was upset. It wasn't upset. It was just extremely active.
Yeah. Oh, one of those.
No.
Oh.
It didn't make noises. It just went. Whoop. I was like,
Scary.
you know, when something gets loaded from one area to another,
Yeah.
that is like when you set down a pallet
Right.
onto a loading dock. There's like boom.
Yeah.
And my colon was the loading dock. It goes boom. I was like, that happened like 3 times today.
Jeez.
No, it was good.
Taco Bell's
I mean, like, my stomach was not upset.
yeah.
But it was just like, hey, and I really feel like I don't eat enough fiber.
That's fair.
So I ate 2 bean burritos with nothing but,
Beans and fiber.
well, I don't know, it's Taco Bell fiber, so probably sawdust. I don't know what's in it.
it's fair. Fiber's fiber.
Fiber's fiber. So I ate a 2x4 and it came out as a 1x6.
So disgusting.
Well, because, you know,
Yes. You don't have to explain it to me.
because
I got
I have a,
Nope.
maybe it was a 1x4
No.
because I
Okay.
I poop out credit cards.
Ridiculous. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know. This is it.
I wrote down dog story and I can't remember what it was for. Have you already said the dog story? Probably. I think it was Peaches. It's like that.
All right, that was fun. I get.
We have a game called Finding Calm that we're gonna make sure we know how to play before we show you guys the game.
That is something we definitely want to talk about. There it is. We were gonna play it. We did post it on our socials, and please check out our other videos because we did do a full interview and demo with the creator, George Lee,
Yes.
in December. Yeah, it was in December.
Yes.
We did the video with him. The cool part about that is we weren't, not that we weren't allowed, but it was like we didn't release it till this week because that game goes live. It's live on their website right now, but it doesn't actually, it's not live for retail till the 17th. Today is the 14th.
Can we talk about the concept of it?
So the concept is,
so it's a game I think it's meant to be solo, but you can play it as co. I actually like the solo version because I don't like co-op anything. And so you have like a 3x3 grid, and you keep flipping the cards over based on the moon or the star, and it tells you in the booklet like when do you flip it and when not to flip it. And so the point that you're trying to get to is you're trying to get to one card face up by itself. And depending on where that card is in the grid and which card it is, you open this booklet up, and the booklet tells you kind of like a mindfulness thing that you should do, that you do at that moment. And so it's really a good thing to do like either first thing in the morning or when you're feeling stressed during the day. I played it the other day. I just want to make sure that I'm saying how to play it correctly before we show you guys how to play it, because my interpretation of how to play it made sense to me, but doesn't mean that it's right, because I never play anything right. But it's really nice if you are like a high anxiety person, or if like you have like I know when I'm stressed because I clench my jaw, and I could feel myself like clenching my, like when I really high anxiety moments, I'm like I need to relax myself. So it's nice to get the cards out, and even like the act of just going through the cards and flipping over the ones you're supposed to and putting them in different orders is relaxing. And then going through the book and reading like what the one face-up card means and what activity you're supposed to do today, and then doing that activity is also meant to be very relaxing and calming to you. So I don't know the co-op. I mean, he explained it, but I didn't read the rules on the co-op version because I think I just want to do the single player version. Not that Scooter doesn't relax me, but he doesn't. And so I want to be able to play it by myself and like take it with me, especially when I'm traveling, because I get by day one at 11 p.m. I'm like, my teeth are going through my bottom teeth are going through my top teeth, and I'm super stressed out, and I just want to go to sleep and calm myself down. And I find that this is a really interesting like concept of being able to do this, especially by yourself.
yeah, so we don't want to play it with too much of a high energy. I think we might do it on its own video.
Yeah.
Give it its what is it called? Whatever
Just
it's called.
desserts. I don't know.
Just desserts?
Yeah. That's a phrase.
Okay.
Look, spick and span.
No, it's not. Totally different. What are you talking about?
I think we could do it on here.
Oh, we totally could.
Yeah.
I just don't think we should do it as a long form, this kind of thing. Because it is really intriguing. I think it's something that's an amazing concept and it's based on a tarot kind of esque level, which is fun, but you get to play it by yourself or with others if you just want to have a chill experience, not like us where we riff back and forth and bounce back and forth. So we will definitely be playing this probably next Friday, or maybe even earlier, or in a different segment. But we did get a full demo.
Yes.
It is on our YouTube. So please, it's our latest video that we uploaded. I uploaded it this week. And George has a really good descriptor. He describes it very, very well. So please check it out. It does go live in Barnes & Noble, other retailers on the 17th.
Yeah.
You can actually pre-order it right now on their website, rabblegame.com. Right? Rabble Game. Not games. Game.com.
Yeah.
It's linked in the video. But check it out. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't even want to open the box because it's
pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah.
And if you've played anything from Rabble Game, everything that they produce and everything they manufacture is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes. And really fun.
And
like
super fun
so
to
well
play.
thought out. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we love Rebel.
I don't think there's a title that Love Struck, we haven't really played a lot.
Oh, I know, because we need a
we
crew.
need more people.
Yeah.
So, Matars,
Yeah.
stop
Get it
being
together.
losers. Get out to Sacramento.
Or we'll
Just
have
like
to
this
go
right
to
here,
you guys.
Sacramento. Where is it? Where is it? Sacramento, California.
It's rough.
Yeah, it wasn't working. Whatever I did with my shoulder, it hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Hurt my
I
shoulder.
thought as you did this.
I pulled it. I pulled my shoulder. Ugh. Okay. We love you guys. We will see you guys very soon. Until next time, what?
Show up in real life.
Show up in real life.
Yeah.
The challenge has been put out there. The challenge is actually right now. The challenge is show up in real life, Mr. Soleil, and we're gonna bake some bread. Okay, let's do
go.
this. That's where it goes. Where it goes? Oh,
Where's goes?
where it goes.
And I loved it.